What's going on, friends? It's Anton Daniels, and I gotta have a conversation with you guys about Tiege Hanley because you see how the sun is hitting me? This is no finesse, no makeup, no filters, no none of that. This is 100% Tiege Hanley. I use it in the morning as soon as I get up, right after I pray and brush my teeth, jump in the shower, and I'm hitting the streets because you never get a second chance to make a first impression. So even though they're giving you 40% off your first order, 20% off for life, even though you may get a free gift, forget all that, right? Because we would do this even if it was full price because it's worth that much. I'm in the streets, I'm kicking it with people and I see Dusties everywhere. You don't want to be them. You want to separate yourself. And the way that you separate yourself is self-care. Ladies get it for the fellas. Fellas don't wait for the ladies to get it for you. I'm about to hit the streets right now and I'm feeling confident. I'm feeling great. I mean, I already got confidence, but to have that extra boost of confidence, knowing that you've taken care of yourself and you set yourself apart from all of the rest of the sheep that's walking around making bad decisions on a daily basis. And it's reflected in their actions. It's reflected in the products that they use. It's reflected in the people that they follow. And so if you're trying to level up, if you're trying to make sure that you look good, they're going to send you the pack. They're going to give you all of the instructions on how you're supposed to use it. Then make sure you get your Tiege Hanley. Again, 40% off your first order, 20% off for life. Get your free gift. Make sure you tap in with your boy Anton Daniels because Unc is never going to lead you wrong. I would never have you use a product that I don't use myself. Again, they've been rocking with me for a long time. Make sure you get your Tiege Hanley. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to holler at you guys later.
Who made the eggs?
What's up, guys? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you guys doing this evening? I hope you guys have been enjoying these Wednesday night shows, and it's the first show of the new month. So please make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you go support all the cast members that's on the panel. Of course, we're going to do some intros and just recognize some people. Of course, you guys know the infamous Anton Daniels. Make sure you go follow his other platforms. Again, follow me on platforms, Anton Daniels. Follow Mimi, of course, at iHeartMimiB. And make sure you go show some support. Go be thirsty on these women's pages, fellas.
Don't forget about that. Don't forget about that Lamborghini.
The Lamborghini, yeah, the blue Lamborghini look fire, Anton. I went to your page. I was like, oh, that's pretty. That's pretty.
$500,000.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
get
crazy.
It twisted.
Of course, you guys know Shampoo at Ask Shampoo. Returning and had a baby is Carmaya at Carmaya XI. We do have a new guest, Jay Wynn. Where can the people find you at?
Congratulations.
Just right there. I am Jay Wynn on TikTok, Instagram. I'm back and forth.
Okay. And returning guest, it's Jade. It's __ Samantha Jade. Thank you for returning. We have a new guest, Trap Art. Where can the people find you at?
www.trapart.gallery. Everything is trapart.gallery. On Instagram, trapart.gallery. Yeah, so trap art means to really appreciate people and respect time. And it's also a palindrome. You can read it from left to right or right to left.
Okay. And we have a new member, Melanin Legacy. Where can the people find you at?
Hi, you can find me on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram.
Okay. And ABJ, I know you're a chat member. Where can the people find you at?
Everything is below. It is ABJ, all one word. Glad to be on the panel, man. Hailing from the DMV.
Okay. Shout out to y'all. Thank you guys for joining the panel. Make sure if you guys are interested in joining the panel, please hit my IG here, fellas. There is a wait list, okay? It's about like 60 of y'all wanting to join. So I'm trying to cycle through new men. If you've been on the panel, please don't DM me multiple times. But ladies, we are needing new ladies on here. If you're interested in joining me, I'm joining the panel, DM me and just put panel because I'm going to think it's something else and ignore you. But we're going to start off with a little icebreaker talking about relationship types. So let's watch this clip and talk about it.
I have a prediction that by 2035, 2040 at the latest, a majority of heterosexual couples are either going to be in one of two relationship dynamics. The first relationship dynamic is what I like to refer to as a unicorn pairing. This is that relationship dynamic that even relationship therapists talk about, where the guy is just super head over heels in love with the girl, worships the ground she walks on, and of course the woman loves him back, but it's just like giving longevity. It's giving princess treatment. It's giving, even if they didn't work out romantically, they could still be friends. It's basically the relationship dynamic you see talked about in romance novels without all of the theatrics and dramatics. But the second relationship pairing is going to be the toxic pick-me woman with the traditional AKA misogynistic man pairing. And the reason I have this theory is because as long as the system is working for men, men are not going to change, which means that women who have decentered men and deconstructed the patriarchy are going to start opting out of dating completely, which means that the only women that these men will have to pick from are pick-me's. And a lot of people, especially men, have this backwards theory that pick-me's are the easiest women to be with because they just do whatever you want. But what they tend to forget is that pick-me's want attention from all men. So good luck with the fidelity in your relationship. But pick-me's are also the main women who believe in and ascribe to gender roles. And if you've learned anything about the patriarchy, then you also know that gender roles harm men too. Not to mention that people who do not respect their own femininity and their own feminine energy tend not to be very good people. And once again, contrary to popular belief, as much as pick-me's want to frame themselves as the picture of femininity, they are cut off from their feminine energy, which is exactly why they don't like women. I don't know, maybe I'll repost this in 10 years and we're just going to see where we're at.
Okay. Do you think there will only be 2 types of relationships in the future? Anybody can go first.
She overanalyzing this, bro.
She really was.
I've never heard so much word salad, overthought, group thought, whatever the hell, man. I'll let other people go first because I have to ruminate over what she was just talking about because it made absolutely no sense to me.
Well, she made. She seemed like she was talking but saying nothing. But she was. She had a couple of good points about the unicorn one, when the girl is hot over heels for you. That's usually how I get, back in the day. That's how girls was with me.
No, that's not what she said. I thought she said it was the other way. The unicorn, the man is over.
I thought she was talking about the man was going to be in his soft girl era.
I'm talking about the second one. My bad. I'm talking about the second one when the girl is hot over heels with you.
No, the second version was a pick-me. Is what she
said. Pick-me was a pick-me.
That's the type of girls I used to like. The pick-me girl.
Did you marry a pick-me?
No.
What's your definition of it?
They're not marrying type, you know what I'm saying? Because like she said, they want attention from everybody. So when they with you, they act like you getting all the attention, but
what's your definition of a pick-me?
Needy girls, like, they need you for everything. And that could be sexy, you know what I'm saying? Because you got full control over them because they need you for everything.
That's the definition of a pick-me?
I thought they were saying the definition of a pick-me is the type of woman that's always favoring a man's talking point.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's the same thing of what I'm saying.
No.
I can go any way. I feel like a pick-me is... It could also
she said
be
a bunch of stuff like...
A girl that like a gopher, she go for everything.
A gopher. It could be also a home wrecker too, if you want to get that deep too.
A home wrecker?
Yeah, because if you got the good girl.
Yeah, she said a bunch of stuff. Like I don't really know. It's kind of hard to break down what she said.
You might need to refresh because Trap Art is speaking. I don't think
J1, you can't hear everybody. You come back and leave because.
Can you guys hear me?
No, they can't hear you.
We're talking about
it's your win.
Yeah, Jay, leave and come back. Trap, what were you saying?
I said the pick-me can also be a home wrecker because if you look at it in a different scenario, because in the first scenario they said the guy is chasing the first lady, so he's happy. They said he's giving her the princess treatment, and sometimes women love to mess up something when they see something from afar and they see you head over heels over somebody and you taking care of this and taking care of that. Here comes the pick me, and I can do this better than her. Pick me. So kind of a home record thing too. So it's kind of how you look at it,
I don't.
I don't understand the whole home wrecker.
Me either.
Yeah, the home record thing. I noticed what he's saying.
I'm speaking as if you had to pick both. They said that the guy is head over heels. From what I heard, they said the guy is head over heels over the first lady, treating her as a princess, even if it doesn't work out. They said he's still chasing her, and he still would even try to find a friendship. So that means that relationship is going to thrive because if it sounded like it started from friendship. It sounded like it was a relationship that's going to work out either way. And then here comes another lady that's saying, "Hey, I can do this better than her. Pick me." So kind of the pick me vibe
saying
can
if a,
kind of
if
like
a
steer
guy
you
How
the
is
can't
other way
feel,
when you had,
But
what you
how is
had
she
already.
able to even be in your
And
space and
to
telling you to pick
piggyback
her?
off of Shampoo said that he wouldn't marry the pick me. So he would marry the first lady in the scenario.
yeah.
I don't
Huh?
think you can hear me.
So in my eyes, I'm looking at it, hey, the pick me kind
Snap, can you hear
if it was a guy that was dealing with both women at the same time, simultaneously, the pick me might be a home record.
I just don't get how y'all got the home wrecker out of this. How is a pick me a home wrecker? I'm
I
confused.
think it's clear that lady said a whole lot and we didn't hear a whole lot.
Exactly. That's
I think we
exactly what
might
I was
need to
saying.
listen to that again.
The word
So let me
salad, bro.
back up for
It
a
was a
second.
lot.
So the sentiment is that there's really only two types of relationships, considering that women are decentering men, women that no longer subscribe to the patriarchy, women that no longer subject themselves to traditional types of men that have a certain expectation of women, that now going forward, unless men change, right, then the only two types of relationships that you're going to experience is either where a man is head over heels for a woman, or if a woman is just going to subject herself to whatever type of treatment that a man, a traditional type of man, is going to have. That those are the only two types of relationships and dynamics that's going to exist in the future, because a lot of women, more women than ever, are going to decenter men, no longer care about what men think, and is going to dismantle what they think the patriarchy looks like and exists. That's the sentiment that she was saying.
I can't hear
And so
Anton.
the real question is that true? And if not, then what other type of relationship? What does the relationship dynamic look like in the future if it's not just those two options?
Those are the only two options
Oh,
I
all right.
hear about now.
So my problem was I signed off and then I signed back in, so I didn't hear the first part of the question. So in the future, if I believe you said if it's true, right now with how things are looking, yes, it's true with Instagram, with how there's so many options, and relationships are optional. Um, I say it's true, but in the future, I mean,
You're
things
saying what's
can't.
true?
There's nothing. The things will always circle back around. It's like these conversations that change things, and men are starting to get it right now. A lot of men. There's a lot of men right now are just like fed up, and the dynamics are changing over time. Right now, like the BBLs are not working. That nothing, like all the looks are not working. We want to. So it's more than.
I disagree. I disagree. I
You
don't.
disagree?
Yeah, I'll use myself as an example in this instance.
Uh-huh.
Despite how disappointing some women may be, I'm never gonna opt out of the box. Like I'm always gonna be weak for the box. I'm just saying, like, I'm just weak for the box. It just is what it is. Like, whatever it is, adjustments that I gotta deal with in order to deal with it effectively, I'm just gonna deal with that shit, because the box is the box. Like, it's just gotta be there. And it ain't even about box per se. I'm speaking about that figuratively. But just having women around is a much more pleasurable existence.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Of course. Of course.
I don't really want to I don't want really want to I
Of
don't want to
course.
hang out with you. Honestly, I think y'all cool, but I don't want to hang out with y'all by myself. I'm not interested.
Of course. Of
I
course.
think
But
I
women are
don't
gonna
understand.
be women. We're gonna be everything. But is at the end of the day, the problems that come with being accessible always when that box call you, and the problems that come
I'm
with that.
speaking about box figuratively. It's just about
I know. But it's like sometimes when a woman knows that she can call you anytime, and she knows that you
That's
got to
not what
pick up.
I said.
No, he's not talking about being at a
I didn't
woman's
say
beck
that
and
I was
call.
a simp. I didn't say that I was a simp, and I didn't say that I was a trick. I said regardless of what you got to deal with as far as the whole idea between. I mean, come on, man. Listen, I think that y'all niggas are so funny to me, and I'm not talking about you in particular. I'm talking about niggas that watch this and crash out on women in general, because the fact of the matter is, yo, don't nobody want to be out here just by themselves. By themselves. Like, what the fuck is we talking about? Like, you can make adjustments to how you deal with women. That don't mean you got a trick. That don't mean you got a simp. That don't mean you got to be a sucker. But I'll be goddamn if I'm hanging out with you hard leg ass niggas. I can't do nothing with y'all niggas.
Exactly.
Fuck, I look like hanging out with you all day, nigga. Okay, cool. Let's say we hang out and we do it like we hoop or whatever, dog. We go golfing. All right, we go golfing. All right, when I'm done golfing, I want to go get a drink. I want to chill. And I want a chick with her face in my lap. So what the fuck is we talking about? Like, you niggas is weird to me how y'all sit there. And it's the same thing with women. Like,
being outside.
Regardless of all of this decenter men bullshit, y'all like men. Like, you can try to fight it. You can get upset at the fact that the last nigga that you talked to pissed you off, or maybe he fucked you over. Cool. You got to figure out how to get over that shit, baby girl. So you can come and hang out. And so, I think that people are just so consumed with being bitter at the situation that they've dealt with. But I'm gonna just be honest with you. I don't know what that feels like to be hurt. And I pray for y'all that's hurt. Like, I pray for y'all that have gone through some kind of drama that leads y'all to just like say, okay, I'm not fucking with women no more, or okay, I'm not fucking with men no more. Is that shit not healthy?
No, that's
it's always because of some man.
But I said no.
One man.
Somebody, hold on. Somebody says, you mean your wife? No, nigga, I mean your wife with her face in my lap, nigga.
Yeah.
What the fuck, nigga? What you policing the face now, nigga? Is that what y'all doing? Y'all policing the amount of face that I can get?
God damn.
What the fuck is we talking about? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is that gay
jealous,
shit.
man.
No, hold on. We're going to get there, because this is that gay shit. When did we start monitoring box and head? What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
And worried about you being married. Yeah, that's your business. Shit, if I'm married, I'm getting my dick sucked. That's my fucking business. What you care about what my wife thinks? Like, shit, nigga, I don't care what she thinks. What the hell you get? What you care about what she thinks?
But I do think that the dynamics of relationships are going to change. I think the dynamic of how people meet are going to change.
That's going to change.
I think that those factors are going to change, but I don't think that men walking away from women completely. They may walk away from some shit that women do. I don't think that men walking away from women completely and women walking away from men completely is a thing.
I don't think it's a thing either. I think the dynamics of relationships already changed though. You got gay on gay relationships, you got simps, you got pick-me's, you got more masculine women relationships. So it's already changed. And you men, would you want to be stuck on an island bunch of men? I highly doubt that. So the men are not, they can talk all that big stuff.
That's why I would never want to go to prison.
But it's not a man talking, it's a woman talking.
Yeah, I don't listen.
We haven't seen videos of men talking this way. It's only women that are not getting the results, I guess, that they want, that have these talking points. Like, to me, she just sounds like a brat. Like, you must have gotten overlooked. You're having a hard day. Who didn't choose you today? Because you can't speak for everyone.
Yeah, and
a lot of people think if they're going through it, everybody's going through it the same way.
No, with women, they try to create this sisterhood of band together with me. I'm mad at men, so all of you need to be. So that's, to me, what the video is displaying.
Little feminist. Yeah.
I do also think that people are reimagining, how they're gonna deal with women on a regular basis. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm the type of person, I need my personal space. You know what I'm saying? So I think that, like, I remember back in the day, I've seen people get married and don't move in with each other.
Yeah, or married under the same roof and they sleep in 2 different rooms until it's time to be intimate.
Yeah.
And I think, especially with the way that women are never satisfied and the behaviors, I think more men should start possibly looking into putting her in another apartment or having somewhere else that you can go. Most of the time
I'm
in
with
the
that.
household,
I'm with that.
most of the time in the household, she doesn't even want to cater or satisfy the way that she should. You're coming home already irritated to go home because you're going to be, is she in the mood tonight? Do I have dinner tonight? Is she going to be complaining tonight? So it kind of makes men want to be away from a woman or go get another woman.
That's if you're in a miserable relationship.
Yeah, but how many men do we hear come up here satisfied in their relationship?
I'm satisfied in my relationship.
But you would be the individual, not the majority.
My friends, most of my
Your
friends
would still be the minority and not the majority. I don't hear men coming up here talking about how they're satisfied at home, or else women wouldn't be saying that men cheat so often.
Yeah, but if a man is satisfied at home, that doesn't mean he's not going to cheat.
That is true.
Cheating has nothing to do with how you feel about the woman you with.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. It shouldn't though. But more than likely nowadays,
you can love your wife just as much as you cheating on her or as you not. It has nothing to do with anything.
She don't see it that way.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't. But the behaviors of women nowadays, they're kind of inviting for him to be with another woman by us not wanting to do what we should do. She said something in the video about, I think she said gender roles. Mm-hmm. Like, why do you have an issue with gender roles? Why do you have an issue that you should cook, clean, be quiet, stay in your place? Like, what's the problem with that? Why do women want to do everything men can do? What's wrong?
Yeah, but they're becoming more manly to me too.
Yeah, so if women are coming more manly, why would you want to be in the same space with a manly woman? You're not with your homeboys.
Good point.
But I'd rather be with that than to be with a bunch of men. I'd rather be with her problems than talking about, than sitting around with men talking about bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I'd rather hear women's bullshit all day.
But let's just be realistic. To your point, Melanin, where men get like another place to stay, most of these men can't afford that. I think it's like 70 to 75% of Americans are paycheck to paycheck. So them having another apartment on top of apartment or a house, I don't think they'll be able to afford that even going forward.
I disagree with you, Q.
Anton, you're a millionaire.
No, hold on. I'm not speaking about me. This ain't about me. I'm talking about
you think these regular smugglers that are making $50K can afford another place to stay?
So let's frame
women financially spend more money than men. I'm sorry, Anton, go ahead.
You're true. No, women are not going to want to spend money on another place.
You cool. So let's frame it like this, though, Q. Mm-hmm. When we met, what was you doing?
What you mean? On a panel?
No. I'm saying not me and you. I'm saying when people meet each other, what was your what's their living situation? I'm living on my own. You living on your own, right?
Yeah.
So why do it have to be different? Is what I'm saying.
Women are not going to want to think about the women of today. You think they're going to want to get married and not get the benefits of a man paying most of the bills? Think about that.
What I'm saying is, I think I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think that we talk about men having a freedom, but I look at it kind of sort of like how women don't talk the way that men talk when it comes to relationships. Like men tend to be more transparent with how they moving. Mm-hmm. Women are less transparent with how they move. And nowadays it's changing a little bit, but you'll never see a woman super honest about how many men she's sleeping with. You'll never see a woman super honest about, and I'm not gonna say too much about this subject because it's another, we got a video for this that's gonna lead us in a different conversation. But I think women are the ones that also want their personal space. I was listening to a woman on a live stream today that somebody sent me. They're like, check out this live stream. And it was an innocent live stream. She wasn't saying nothing crazy. But one of the things that she was saying is when she go over a guy's house, she don't like spending the night because she's uncomfortable.
Because she's what?
Why is she uncomfortable?
She's uncomfortable.
Yeah, I can understand.
Then what's the point?
I understand.
Then what's the point of the relationship?
Think about it. Like
oh, you mean
things that we don't really care for, because like people got habits and people they don't want to use the bathroom from front of men and shit like that. Like women want their own space to be able to be whatever they're gonna be, so that they can prepare to be with the person that they're gonna go and visit.
I mean, so a woman is comfortable enough to open her legs to a man, but not do other things.
But she don't want to stay night.
What I'm saying is,
girl,
I think women, if you listen and pay attention to how, because I pay attention to how things are evolving. If you listen and you pay attention, women they want to live on their own. More and more women today are saying that I want to be able to live on my own, but I don't want to be by myself.
Is that
they
basically
want
saying,
companionship, but they don't want to have to share spaces with men.
So they want a man's resources, but they don't want him to have full access and control. No, I'm asking. I think a lot of women want a man's resources.
Getting help is a part of it. But I think that whatever companionship looks like, more and more women are saying that they want companionship, but they don't necessarily want to share spaces with a man.
Yeah, because they want you when they feel like it. They don't want to be committed to duty. They want to cater to you when I feel like it. When I don't want to, don't ask me for anything.
And that's going to be a lot of friction because most men, I mean, I don't know, y'all how y'all feel personally, but most men are possessive. So that's going to be like you know what I'm saying? If a woman wants to live on her own and be with you, they're not going to have that. That's why I don't know.
Well, it's not about being possessive though, because you're supposed to be being led. You shouldn't have it's not about being possessive. Why do you have an issue with him leading you?
Yeah, but if you
mama didn't have nobody to lead them, that's where they're getting this from. They're growing up in
fatherless environments.
They're just following what their mama did. Their mama didn't have a man in the household, and that's what they want. They want to do what they want and not have a man tell them or put rules or boundaries, and that's not how it should be. Like,
so at the same time, what is the point?
Want that life.
Well, what's the point?
Yeah, it sounds miserable to me. I don't want to live the way.
If I can't put no parameters on you when I'm not around you, what the fuck? Like, I ain't got no control anyway.
So why be with her then?
Say what?
So why be with her if you can't?
What are you asking?
Why be with her if you can't what?
If you have no not necessarily control, but if you can't lead it, then what's the point of doing it? If you gotta do everything from separate households in order for things to be, operable, then what's the point? I mean, that's kind of like a friendship.
What's the point of what?
Yeah.
What's the point of trying to? What's the point of trying to have a relationship if you can't be in the household?
Just date other people.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So wait a minute. Are you saying that I can't lead from a different household?
No, the women that you talk of, Anton, what example you just gave, those women don't want to be led by a man. They want to do what they want to do.
You could lead.
I disagree. I think that
I think they want that.
The nature of a woman is to want to be led by a man.
Yes,
I disagree. I disagree 100%.
You just got to the right
man.
But that and security. What is the difference between that and security? Because women, I feel like because women, that's what they're looking for. Like they're looking for security where you said they don't even feel safe to even lay at the spend the night with the guy if they want. They just want to get in.
No.
Or
what I'm saying is,
and
women,
then also
women are apprehensive to show. Like I use the example of using a bathroom around a guy, right? Mm-hmm. Like.
Because I'm saying at the end of the day, women just want to be secure. Like that's where they don't want to feel no insecurity.
What do being secure got to do with?
And secure is like financially, or it could be even like in your presence, like, know what I mean, even so,
So
how
how is
like
she not secure financially or when she in your presence? I don't understand the
back
correlation.
to no back. I'm just piggybacking from you said nowadays that men, a lot of women might want to go somewhere and spend the night. They don't want to spend the night. They might give it up and not want to spend the night or different things. I mean,
I don't know. Man, that
you
shit
know what I'm
sound
saying?
wild
So
to
I'm
me.
just jumping
That
in
shit
their
sound
mind.
wild as hell.
I'm jumping in their
Why would
mindset.
it sound wild to you?
What?
Because it's like you could say what's possible, but then what's probable behind that. You know what I mean? It's like, so y'all want to be in a relationship, but you cannot come to a point where y'all could be in the same household together.
Yeah, I can't
Who
do
It's like,
said
then
I don't know
what
how that
the
is.
fuck is the
Who
point of
said
this?
you're not under the?
Y'all
Who said you're
think
not in the same household just because you have somewhere else that you can go at times? Who said
you're
that?
taking this out of context. Y'all think it's a one size fits all. Everybody don't subscribe to the same thing that everybody else
That's
subscribe
true.
to.
That's a fact.
So for some people, for example, for you may Jay Wynn say, you know what? I want a chick around me 24/7, 365.
No,
Right?
No, I don't want to do that either.
Hold on. I'm not saying that you do.
Are we supposed to
no,
cheat?
I know.
Saying that that's your
Yeah,
circumstance.
go
I'm
ahead.
saying that there may be guys that prefer to live 7 days a week with their chick. And then it may be other guys that say, I want you to have your own space and I want to have my own space and I want to come through and be there for the weekend, but then I got to go and take care of some other shit, or I want you to come and spend the night with me or whatever, but I want you to have your own space. What I'm saying, an answer to the question that is at the bottom of the screen, is that there will not only be two types of relationships in the future. There are all kind of dynamics that work.
Right.
There are households, for example, and this is traditional. This ain't even nothing new. Grandmama and granddaddy didn't even sleep in the same fucking room because he snored. They didn't sleep in the same room. They had sex.
Yep.
He went to his room. She went to his room. Or maybe he worked afternoons, or he worked overnight, and then he had to sleep in the daytime. And so it was a whole nother dynamic. They couldn't afford to get a different place, but it was it was outside of what people, just because you wasn't familiar with it, because it wasn't on social media back then, don't mean that they didn't figure out what worked for them in order for them to have the best dynamic in a relationship. So my point is that there are never going to only be two types of relationships. We look at this because we have an ideal of what we think a relationship is supposed to look like. What that do, honestly, is it fucks you up. Because if you don't fit into this traditional role, basically what y'all saying is people are unmarriable. And I don't believe that. I believe that companionship is inevitable. We all want it in some capacity, and we keep trying to fit into these narratives instead of trying to figure out what makes the most sense so that you can be in this companionship.
That works for you.
I guess the situation.
Y'all keep trying to put everybody in a box, and I don't think that the box is the only way for it to work and to be successful.
I guess the situation would just kind of, I guess you would have to look at the whole spectrum of it if you have kids, because it's like if you're in and out the house.
Well, that's a different dynamic.
But I'm saying, back then, if we go back to what you said earlier, back then people had families, big families. I mean, how good would that dynamic be if you're in and out of the house?
I believe that a lot of them fucked up the culture by having these big ass families that they couldn't take care of. But that's all.
That's a fact. Yeah.
I contest because I'm from Senegal, and I seen people with.
That's why we was so fucking poor,
and
we
I
had
see
to
people
bunk up because we had these big ass families, and everybody felt like they had to have 1,000 kids that they couldn't take care of, and we was on government food stamps.
And you wonder how the father had babies with that big ass mother. Damn. You had so many kids with that big lady.
I mean, even without the big families, there's still people with one child and struggling. Like, you shouldn't even have a child, because can you even afford to take care of the child? So it's not even in the.
Yeah, but if I understand when Anton says because that does work for some people, because I remember him saying if you get two separate places, it's always new. I can understand that. It's not good for me, but I can understand that that analogy, that happening like that. It'll always be fresh.
But we have to be realistic. Shampoo can most.
I'm not saying it's good. I can understand.
You and Anton can afford 2 places.
No, I'm not saying. I don't agree with it. I wouldn't do it.
And these women are not going to want to do that. They barely want to go 50-50 and eat a Cheesecake Factory.
I'm one of them 367 days a week. I want to be up under.
Good. I love that for you.
I can't walk, Holly walk. What else I'm gonna do now? I always been like that, needy like that, you know what I'm saying. But at the same time, a leader too. You know what I'm saying? I put my foot down when it gotta be. I'm not no snip. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Q, what are people doing that's single? Is what I'm asking.
By themselves, but I'm talking about when I hear women speak. Right? You think the women of today will want to get married and still live separate lifestyles?
I don't think
these women are not going to want to do that.
What I'm asking is, you're saying that people can barely do this and they doing it. They doing it already.
Yes,
so
I know.
That's because the emotions aren't involved into it.
And because
why are they not able to do it if they already doing it? Is what I'm asking.
Yes, you're right, but they have to. But the women of today, they're marrying, not all, for resources. You think they're going to want to marry and still live like they're single?
Yeah, but Q, you saying resources. We're not that far into the future where people do get married because they're in love. It's not always resources. Women get married. I don't think a woman would want to live separate, not because of resources, because she wants to be with that person she loves.
I mean, that too. Yes, there's those type of women. There's multiple types of women.
I don't want to sound corny, but that's how women do.
Yes, they're gonna want to be. There's gonna be women that are afraid that he's gonna be doing something else in the other places. Different types of women, but majority-wise, most people are not gonna live in 2 places.
There's some women that's saying that they don't want to get married nowadays. So now,
because
I mean, they say that until later on. They say that shit until later on
because of the trauma they went through.
Exactly.
Either way, whatever it is, they saying that they may not want to get married. So now what?
Yeah,
but that's not true though.
But some women say that so you prove to them that that they what I'm saying, like that's.
I think that people should take people at face value. I don't think that nobody should assume anything. Believe them when they tell you. So if that be the case, then what are we to believe?
Don't believe all women. Y'all ever heard that?
Nah, like I said, I think that more people are open to an alternative living situation than you would imagine. I don't think that everybody. We was on this panel and we did a conversation where I asked all of the guys, I said, if y'all could, would y'all have y'all own place? And every last one of the motherfuckers said yes. So what we
were they married? Were they single?
Yeah, but you're talking about the men though, bro.
They was married.
You talking about the men?
But have you seen their wife?
Now we switching it up.
On a different state.
Switching it up and we saying, oh no. When every last person that was on that panel said that they was in.
I think I do remember that they were married.
Someone was
like, y'all just don't like y'all wives. That's a bigger issue.
That's what I get.
A bigger issue if you don't like your wife.
And one of them was polygynous.
That had nothing to do with it.
Who?
One of them was polygynous.
He is poly. Oh
no, that's not true. I don't think that was the one. That wasn't the situation. That wasn't it for that one. I don't listen. I just think that people need to do what work for them. Honestly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't think that every person is interested in disrupting what the fuck they got going on in their space in order to integrate somebody into that bitch. I don't think that everybody want to disrupt what they got going on. I think that sometimes people like, yo, I like what's going on right here, and this works for us.
That's why when women are in toxic relationship, leave it alone. If you got girlfriend, if you got a girlfriend in a toxic relationship or whatever, you don't have to preach to her. She don't want to hear that shit from you. You know what I'm saying? Just let her be her. Oh, you know what? You should do this and you should do that. I don't like when people do that. Give me advice. This nigga is beating up on me. I like him, motherfucker. Leave me alone. Mind your business. You're gonna ruin our friendship. If you keep preaching to me, you're gonna ruin our friendship.
Don't be a good
Somebody
Samaritan.
said, Anton, I thought you was about tradition and nuclear family. I am about some tradition and nuclear family. What y'all traditions look like was bullshit, though. Some of y'all traditions, your granddaddy was normally beating on your grandmama, and that was fine. I don't like that particular type. I don't like that tradition. That's not
that was
the type of
tradition.
that I want to subject myself to. So, I don't know if y'all figured it out, but relationships is the only thing in society and in life that for some reason we see all of this evolution happening around us. It happened in our workplace, it happened in our careers, it happened in the way that we travel, it happened in the way that we interact with technology. But for some reason, we're expected to stay the exact same as some shit that the whole dynamic by which we were subjected to it was different. Like what tradition looked like, women couldn't vote. Women couldn't work in the same jobs. We couldn't travel the way that we needed to travel. We didn't have social media back then. We didn't have the type of technology. We didn't have the type of money. We didn't even have the type of resources. Most of the time for us as a culture, for the majority of us that's up here, our ancestors was poor as fuck. We didn't have options. We couldn't even look at what the possibilities was. We never traveled. We didn't know what other cultures was doing in order to generate more revenue. We didn't have college. We didn't have education. We didn't have knowledge. We didn't have a lot of things. We didn't have the type of understanding that we have now. And so we expected to operate with the same mindset that we had when we was poor as fuck, dumb as fuck, and had less options. And we didn't even have the option to be able to go in the same bathroom as other people. But yet we supposed to still stay the same fucking same. I don't understand that shit. Like, why isn't that we can't look in the past and say, okay, I want to take this, this, and this because this works, and then I want to implement this, this, and this because this actually is more conducive for what we're doing. I don't get that. That's what we do in every aspect of life, but we supposed to stay the same for some shit that ain't working. If I don't know if y'all realize it, but the divorce rates is up, relationships is fucked up, single motherhood is up more than ever. And y'all don't want to try nothing new? Y'all don't want to have no different types of conversations? It's just, oh no, we just got to stay the fucking same. Guess what, nigga? She don't like living with you. And you don't like living with her, but y'all like each other like a motherfucker. And so why don't y'all try something different? Keep sleeping in that same twin ass bed.
Oh man, not even a full joint. Twin bed.
Y'all niggas sleeping in the twin
hanging
bed.
over.
Talking the same old dumb shit. Like, man, come on, man, wake up and evolve. Just because that don't mean you can't have family. That don't mean you can't have success. That don't mean you can't have a relationship. That don't mean that you can't have monogamy. But you need to wake the fuck up. Maybe y'all don't want to have kids. Guess what? That's completely different than what the expectation was in the past. So if y'all decide not to have kids, what does that look like? That's not a conversation that y'all want to have because the only thing that you're looking at is what you think makes sense, but you ain't never seen it make sense because you ain't never had it in your own family. Like maybe y'all don't want to have kids. Maybe you only want to have one kid. Maybe you want to have 6. I don't know. What does that look like and what do we have to do in order to make sure that we keep it fresh? Y'all niggas a little bit sitting there whining about the fact that sexless relationships and all this stuff. Okay, fix it. What does that look like? Maybe y'all need to be in the mindset that y'all still dating. How do you create the environment to where it seems like y'all still dating?
And you can't let yourself, men and women, you can't let yourself go. That people in relationships got a tendency maybe after 2 years, they start letting themselves go. You know what I'm saying? Like, not doing the thing, keeping up with their stuff and, nails done and all that type of shit, especially men. They stop doing shit. Then when they get a new chick, they, putting cologne on and you got to keep yourself up too.
Shampoo, I'll do you one different, bro. I'm going to be 100% honest. Women think some of y'all niggas is boring.
Yeah.
That's
true.
You're boring.
A lot of y'all boring on this channel.
They won't say it.
No, nigga, that's the shit that she deals with.
And they won't tell you. They won't tell you that because that's hard to tell.
You're boring.
You're boring.
You keep on doing this same old shit. You fuck the same way. You think the same way. You ain't even got a different food. You keep on eating chicken strips like you 3.
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah, boring.
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 Fucking boring, bro.
You can't be boring to them. I don't care how long. I'm married 30 years. My wife can say I'm boring.
You know what what the biggest
I look at it like this. What would you do if you were single, except you in a relationship? Treat her the same way that you would treat her if you was just meeting her and you were single, and that shit would be exciting.
Somebody else will, or another nigga will.
Well, you know what the main problem I find with a lot of guys, especially my homeboys, we was talking about this earlier. We don't live life enough. Like we waiting for something to happen to us. You know what I'm saying? Like we waiting for, like I don't even know what we waiting for, but we don't live life on our own. Like we don't go out to places. Like I'm a record guy. I'm a music guy. We don't go to record stores. We don't go to events. We don't actually live our lives. You know, so
why do you think that is?
I think it's honestly because we're waiting for something to happen. We're waiting for maybe a person to come into our lives to do stuff together with, or I find a lot of people do that. You know, they say that about a woman a lot, but I find men, they sit around waiting for stuff to happen too. Like they're not out living lives. They're not going to events. They're not touching grass. They online all the time, whether it's playing games, watching God knows what. Like they're not living life for real.
But if you don't go out, how do you expect to meet a girl or meet people?
They living online. They chronically online.
They watching podcasts and YouTube.
You can go places. You can find stuff on social media and meet people in person too.
100%. But they don't. The vast
majority. Why don't you do it then? Like not even just your friends, but why don't you do it and encourage them to do it?
I live this. I know I do it on my own too, and they do it too. But we know so many guys like that who, you know, it's working home, and they don't plan anything to do for themselves.
Yeah, niggas is awkward, man.
I think with with COVID, it kind of made people a lot of complacent and just watching YouTube, be on social media, hollering at chicks online because it's easier to send 10 DMs and get rejected in real life. But that's a good little icebreaker we have. Let's move on to the next. We're gonna go to super chats real quickly, then we're gonna move on. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Kai says women deserve more than being talked over, doubted, or minimized. Your intelligence, ambition, emotions, and perspective shape the world every single day, and it deserves respect. Cool. Ted says, "Look, ball, we miss you, Mimi. Shampoo versus Mimi. It's coming soon. I feel it." Telgi says they don't got cash money melanin in this mother effer. Callie Mike 16 says, "What up, though? Shout out to the panel and welcome to the trap to the newcomers." Telgi says, "Carmaya, how do you pronounce your last two names?"
It's Carmaya, she, Amaru.
There you go.
That sounds sexy.
She got a man, so don't slide in her DM. Okay. Quinn, shout out to you. Women are so dumb. Quinn, shut up. You the biggest self. You love women. Slow Money 32 says a lot of these takes be disingenuous because how many people really know married couples other than social media or immediate family? Most people, when they leave this panel, be in the streets. The Man the Great says Anton believes all women when it comes to what they say they want in relationships / marriages. So Money 32 says y'all need to start going outside and touching grass. Yes, don't touch women, touch the grass. And shout out to y'all. We appreciate you guys here. If you're interested in joining the panel, you got DM me, y'all. Put panel.
Yeah, but people going outside and nobody's out there.
They out here they touching. They doing more than just touching grass.
They touching ass
for a reason. Yeah, exactly.
Don't be just touching women, bro.
Yeah, but
touch women who want to be touched, bro.
I don't know. Did y'all watch the Stephen Diggs court case?
Yeah, good for him. Good for him.
Yeah.
Do y'all think he slept with that woman?
Yeah.
Yeah, he hit.
Okay.
Yeah, and she didn't have no business trying to ask for $5 million from that man.
He hit her and she didn't care.
No, he was shooting for the moon, and if she missed, she would land on the
and then we're gonna talk about it. If y'all don't know who we're talking about Stephen Diggs, a football player, Cardi B baby daddy.
Stephen Diggs is doing something that cats in Los Angeles have been doing for a while when it comes to dealing with multiple women. You put them on the payroll. I've done it. A lot of people that I know have done it. I was coached to do it. If you put them on the payroll, you can write them off on your taxes, and at the end of the year, they got to file a 1099. So you're not even really spending money on them as much as you're using them for a tax write-off. This is something that's been around for a little while now, and this is the way to properly do things. Now, if you're in these streets, you need to get you a legitimate business, start a corporation, and have all of your women employed by that corporation. Never give them straight cash, always give them a paycheck. You get a paycheck, X amount per week, X amount every 2 weeks, X amount a month, and then you go and deal with the tax man. Your cheeks are available to me anytime that I like. You're helping me with my business, and you deal with the tax man, and on top of all of that, I get to write it off on my taxes. That's the genius way to do it. This whole giving women money and gifts just randomly and then having an account for that, nobody's doing that anymore. You put them on payroll, you make them a legitimate contractor or employee of your company, you give them a job along with their cheeks, and you ensure that when the rubber meets the road, like in the Stepfather Diggs trial, you got other people employed that's going to take your side because they ain't trying to mess up their money. So all of his other employees was like, nah, she ain't say nothing to me. Nah, I ain't never seen her with no marks on her face. Nah, I don't know what she's talking about. You know why? Because he got all the women in his house that he's cracking on payroll, and they ain't trying to lose their money. Smart way to go.
Is that the new play?
I think it's the new play, but for some reason, I just don't believe he's the one playing it.
Yeah,
I digress. I do believe men do it. I mean, that's a real cool business move for men or women, but this is why we don't trust y'all at work because y'all out here sleeping with your secretary. I mean, that's the oldest play ever. Men sleeping, bosses sleeping with their secretary since the 40s and 30s. So,
well, women are sleeping with their bosses too.
Oh yeah, most definitely. That's why I said it's the women and men play. If you got a business, why not hire somebody that can be your
especially with the amount of women that are coming out and lying on men. So you discredit her because women have a habit of getting emotional and getting an attitude, and now he took advantage of me and all of this other stuff. So when you have her on a payroll, it ruins her character, which most of the time she's lying anyway. So I think it is a good move.
Mimi, I'm my husband's secretary, so am I wrong?
Girl, you see, you worked it right on in perfectly.
And you definitely giving up the cheeks.
Definitely giving up cheeks.
But putting women on payroll, you could put anybody on payroll. You could put your kids on payroll. So we take that out of that context, right? Are you putting these women on payroll because let's go Stepfather Diggs, because you want to smash him? Did you hire her because she looked good, or can she cook?
I mean, she didn't look as pretty as what she looks on IG in court. Like, she looked like a normal. She played that role where she was looking very demure, very cutesy.
But did you go to her IG?
But on her IG, I could have hired her too. Did you see her butt? That butt was. She had the yams. Okay, I know I hired her.
You could put a plate on that butt.
Yes,
rob that man like that, man.
But so I got a question for men nowadays, right? We know how these women are. They're liars. They scheme. Is it smart if you are a successful man? Well, not even successful. If you are a man in general, is it smart to even hire a woman to put on payroll because they have the power to go against you, lie on you on court and stuff like that? That's a smart move.
That's the problem with his analogy.
See, you're
going to get lied on regardless. Women lie on men regardless.
Yeah, exactly. See, the context is, Stefan a wild boy, man. Like, he didn't just have her on payroll just to have her on payroll. Like, we keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? Like,
what else did he have her for then?
We know.
She was a chef.
I'm just saying, he's a wild boy. What was he doing so wild? Because to me, a man of that level of success can do what he desires to do.
I agree.
He didn't even need to hire her. He could have just called her over there every night.
He actually did her a favor. He actually did her a favor by financially giving her funds because you was going to give it up regardless. He actually did you a favor by making sure you got income from it.
Yeah, that's why I didn't support her doing what she did, because clearly it was a money grab. Like, it was see-through from the beginning.
Yeah, but why y'all discounting the fact that she's a chef? Why couldn't he have hired her to cook for him? And
that wasn't the play.
Because he didn't just want to be a chef, though. Obviously.
Right.
So why should we care about her food? She wanted to throw that ass in a circle. That's what she wanted to do.
Look, we see chefs on IG and YouTube and Facebook all the time. Okay, that wasn't her play. Her play was, man, I'm trying to get in this harem real quick.
Man, y'all tripping. That's corporate prostitution right there. They just put it all on people so they got to pay.
She's not the only one doing it. She's not the only one busting down.
If she was smart, she should have got knocked up.
Yeah.
That child support.
Should have put the scissors on them. The scissor lady.
Worst nightmare.
Baby mamas.
That would have been a nightmare.
Like,
not for her.
Cardi B would have
been going
put you on that girl so quick.
Because let's just be honest, her going to court, who do you think is going to hire her now at a they might want to smash her, of course. She's smashable. They'll want to hire her to smash her, but who's going to hire her on a higher level to be a professional chef because of her reputation? We see like
nobody. She single-handedly ruined her career over her feelings.
That's why
I wouldn't hire her to work at Target if she's a liar. She's obviously,
exactly.
You can't trust her.
I'm more upset by the fact that she's not going to face any consequences for lying.
Yeah, that's why I say that people like Stepfather and a lot of Chris Brown, a couple of people, I don't understand why they don't sue after they're they just let them go like that.
I mean, but that's like men when they get beat up by a woman, y'all don't tell the cops. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't tell them either.
I agree that anything a woman lies on regarding a man, whatever he was going to get sentenced, they need to get it because these women are not going to stop lying on men because there's no repercussions.
Yeah, I agree. They should do time too. Yeah.
I think it don't even matter. They can do the time and everything. If it's in them, that's just how they are. They're just gonna be.
Going back to what that guy talking about.
Consequence. That's why she keeps doing the stupid shit she's doing. That's why she did that. She didn't fear any kind of consequence behind it. So she felt like she could run up a bag with him, and she almost got that motherfucker because he fell on the pussy, but she wasn't successful in that area.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But to getting back to the guy that said keep them on payroll, it's cheaper to just buy them, like he said in the beginning, buy them gifts every now and then. If you got them on the payroll, you constantly paying them.
Yeah, but he just said it's a tax write-off though. So what really is he losing?
Yeah, so he getting that back.
Yeah. Because let's say if he was charged guilty, you think that the NFL wouldn't have released him? Not the NFL.
Yeah, they would have.
Exactly. So I think like sometimes when it comes to these players, like they don't really think of the long-term effects. They'd be thinking, oh, she got ass, let me just screw her. And not thinking, oh, she might be there to set me up.
When you horny, you do a lot of things after you finish. You say, "Oh my God," because you feel better now. You feel relaxed and shit.
When you get up to that level, the real predators are the women going after these men. Those are the real predators when you get
but they'll never look at society will never look at them like that.
Everybody knows. Like society don't gotta look at shit. Everybody knows.
Well, men know it, but other women don't hold women accountable for this behavior. Men speak up about this all the time. We try to make excuses for it. And that's the problem.
But you gotta sympathize with these young Stepfather Diggs, he's a nice looking guy, so he probably was getting girls when he wasn't famous. But a lot of these guys that's famous, they weren't getting women. So, you know what I'm saying? They having a smorgasbord, you know what I'm saying, of women that they never had before.
Women don't
listen. And they're young,
Women don't listen enough to
look at the women that men were with before they were famous. And you see what I'm saying? I look it up all the time. I'm like, God damn.
I believe that, and I know that this is an unpopular take, but I've said it before and I'm going to say it again. I still don't see nothing wrong. I don't understand what the problem is with promoting a girl that is doing what she's supposed to do on the job. I don't understand what the problem is.
Slobbing the knob.
I think
I don't understand what the problem is. I still am trying to,
because you're putting yourself in jeopardy.
Yes, I know that we become more woke as a society. Yes, I understand that. I don't understand where the issue lies with that.
The issue, Anton, don't do that now, because you shouldn't be trusting these broads out here. You see how
that's a fact. That's a fact. But that
AKA Mika,
two things could be
that's
true
a
at the
prime
same
ass
time.
example.
Oh Lord, I didn't want to go there.
I went there.
Oh my God!
I'm
you
not
really
disagreeing with you. Trust is a problem. You still haven't explained to me, because we're not talking about trust. We talking about
coming up.
If a woman, if you're putting a woman on payroll, and they're in your house, they're in your life, you gotta have some type of trust.
You got to
allow a broad in your house around your kids, because he got 6 kids. That's a lot of kids. I don't know if they're around the
kids. He got more than that now. Wait, how many?
Yeah, she's cooking for him, so you gotta have some type of trust to trust that person to do all that. So having these women, I say you need to put these women. If you're a regular guy, if you're a rich guy, have these girls on contract, NDAs, signing stuff, so they don't run to the next person that can give them a come up or trying to get something.
I agree. So with that all being said, I'm still trying to figure out what the problem is. If you
it ain't no problem if you run it like that.
If you're working for somebody else's company, like let's say I'm the director or I'm the VP and you my executive secretary, I get it. All right, I understand. You're doing this on somebody else's dime. If you're the owner of the company, you're the owner of your own shit. Stefan Diggs in particular is the owner of his own shit or whatever. If you're the owner of the company, I don't understand what the problem is with giving a promotion based off of her exterior performances. I don't get it.
Okay, so if you are having sexual relations with a woman, she needs to sign something to where it says that both you guys consented to both. So then she doesn't.
He's talking about giving her a tip. He's talking about giving her some extra money.
Mimi, what's the problem?
No, don't wind me up. Don't wind me up, because you know you saying things just to wind me up, and you really you have right to me
like this and be all distraught about
it's a trap. It's a
trap. I'm trying. I done been trapped already the last few days. I'm not gonna let y'all trap me tonight. I'm gonna just say I don't agree. I don't agree.
What don't you agree with?
What don't you agree with? 3 words, Mimi. The hell not.
What don't you agree with?
Why are you so quiet?
You cannot have a woman. You cannot be paying a woman extra just to do side work for you at work. Come on now, that's crazy.
Okay, let me give you a scenario.
You asking for trouble. You asking for trouble.
Let me give you a scenario. You got this woman. She's your executive secretary.
What's her name?
Baby girl.
Her name is Mimi.
Hey, Mika, I like that name better.
You got this woman. She's your executive secretary. All right. Historically, the executive secretary always went with, and this don't happen as much nowadays, but she always went wherever it is a person that she worked with went. If he went to a different company, he negotiated for her to actually get a bag because she was a part of the package, right? This is true. I've seen guys do it before. And let's say he's he's this high-ranking position at this particular company. He got an executive secretary. He says, all right, listen, I'm about to take this offer to go over here, but in order for me to go over here, y'all also got to give my executive secretary a bag.
Okay.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
He's negotiating for her to come with him based off of how effective she is in his life.
Mm-hmm.
So
is that not the same thing?
There's no exchange of bodily fluids in that scenario.
But the way he said it,
makes you think that that's not an exchange. Listen,
I said bodily fluids. I didn't say it wasn't an exchange.
An executive secretary, to an extent, is another form of being a wife. She knows the birthdays. She handles.
I get
what
you're saying, but it's totally there is a difference between a wife and an executive secretary.
It's not, because she handles a lot of his personal as well as a lot of the personal is a part of the business. He is the business, and so she's handling a lot of his personal life, his appointments, sending gifts out, who can call him, who can be in contact with him. She moves her hours around his hours, all of that type of stuff. In a sense, she is in a relationship with this guy.
Yeah.
It's just very.
Are we gonna just forget that having sexual relationships with or relations with your husband or wife is part of the deal of being married? That is not included in being an executive assistant.
You missing my point. My question.
No, I get what you're saying, but it could be similar in that way.
How is it any different?
That is how it's different.
You're saying that the only difference is that they're not, which we know.
Well, hopefully there's no romantic feelings involved. Hopefully.
How do you spend that much time with a man and a woman together and there's no feelings involved?
Facts.
It can definitely happen. I mean, I don't want to get personal here, but I've never fallen in love with any of my employees or anybody that worked for me.
Because you wasn't attracted.
You haven't been in a position where an employee is directly next to you.
I haven't.
Well, have you?
I absolutely have.
Traveling, all of that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, in this case, you are a woman, though. We're talking about, I think I'm talking more about a perspective of a man. And I don't see why a man deserves to be punished because he's making sure you're not just giving up box for free. He's actually seeing more value in you than you do in yourself to negotiate the deal for you to make sure that you get paid as well. So we know most women in these positions you're just giving the ass up because he's a man in a high-powered position. He's actually taking it further by making sure that you get the bag too. So what's the problem?
But you know what's so interesting, Melanin, about that is that I've never heard in my life a woman negotiating for a man to get the bag and travel with him.
Absolutely.
But I've always heard of men negotiating to make sure a woman comes with him to a job so that she can get the bag too, and she ultimately get a much bigger bag by going with him. Isn't that ironic?
Well, Oprah did it with her husband. She always took
think
care
about
of
that
him.
for a second. I've never heard of a woman negotiating on behalf of a man to ensure that he gets a bag as he goes to another company with him. But I've always heard of men doing it for women, especially the women that work for them.
Well, I guess because there's not as many women
because women don't like to impress us. We always want to impress them. Like, we always want to, cater for them. That's how.
I guess
but if what I'm saying is true, and it is, then that means that nobody has been able to explain to me how a woman is not being able to be leveraged as far as her femininity to get a bag. So how do we then look at it as a negative thing if the man that owns the company or the man that's running the company also is promoting the woman based off of how she feeds into him sexually too?
I think at some point her emotions will get involved.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? So women will look at it and say, oh, I could play that role as far as, you want to just have sex or promote me, however you're talking about it. It's like at some point in time, her emotions are going to get involved. You can't get around
that. We got to learn how to manage that.
You can't manage it. That's her nature.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
That's her nature. You cannot manage it.
You absolutely can.
How? How can you manage it?
On a day-to-day basis.
A day-to-day basis is going to go forever. That shit, there's a never end to that.
She might be one of
you
your
cannot
best
manage
eaters.
it.
Well, look, I've seen.
She might be one of your best eaters. That's the whole idea.
Yeah, and that's a fact. She may be, but the thing is that's in our nature. We can do that. But looking at it from her, she can't do that. She's not gonna last. She cannot go forever.
That's what's best for her.
Don't trust these broads out here.
That's what's best for her. I mean,
you better get you a gay guy to be
don't you think once her emotions get involved, that becomes more dangerous for you?
Hell no.
Yeah.
But she starts saying that I want to see you more. I know I'm your executive, but
that's what make it exciting.
It does make it exciting.
It makes it exciting for you, not for her.
It makes it exciting for everybody.
Yeah, for the time being, until she starts to feel like, because at some point, doesn't a woman always say, I mean, even think about it, like OnlyFans models, strippers, what they be talking about when they about to go on a date?
I don't know nothing about OnlyFans models.
No, I'm saying even with the woman with the wild mind like that,
that shit seemed like a myth to me because everybody say OnlyFans models and shit like that. Where do y'all be meeting these women at?
No. What I'm saying is even with women, with the state of mind of those kind of women, they still look at a man and be like, "You need to take me on a date." Like, I'm not taking you no fucking where. Like, you a whole stripper. I don't have no kind of respect for that.
Listen,
I'm sorry.
Y'all
No.
don't know.
They pay a monthly subscription to see them.
That's not true, bro. They you just got to get control of that shit. Like, they play their role.
This is the fantasy world. Y'all, Anton,
It's not fantasy world.
How many men, let's be honest, how many men can actually have a secretary that they can even try to get to come with them to this so-called company that they're moving to? Like, be for real. I mean, how many men are actually doing that?
Not a lot
are in the position to do that. So this is like this is a nice fantasy conversation, but that ain't happening.
No. Me. We're not having a conversation based off of regular men right now. The question at the bottom is: this is a new play putting women on payroll. That means you're in a position of power. So this conversation is singular to men that have resources, that got pull, that have the ability to do some shit that a normal man wouldn't do.
So the minority.
This is not for everybody.
So everybody
So are we speaking in generalities or are we speaking for the minority?
Remember, we're always speaking general, but somehow it always
Stefan Diggs, that's his profile pictures at the bottom. We referencing him. He made in the NFL over 20 million last year. So we're not talking about regular people in this instance. Mm-hmm. We talking about guys that have the ability. I ain't saying you got to make 20 M's either. But we talking about guys that have the ability to put women on the payroll. Is that the new play?
Which is the minority.
The guy in the video was a regular guy, though. And he said that the guy in the video is a regular guy, and he said that
he probably manager at Chick-fil-A, hiring chicks to flip fries.
That's regular.
That's the regular guy that can do
it. One mic. Let Kamaya finish.
No, I wouldn't say he's that regular. Mimi, you be extra.
I'm telling you, he's that regular.
No, but he was a regular guy on TikTok making a video saying that he be putting his females on the payroll. So
Jason 18, shout out to Jason 18. I like to interact with the chat. He said money doesn't make you special. It does.
Come on. Only person that would say that is somebody that don't have money.
It does. I'm in Brazil.
Money
right
makes
now.
you pretty
I got
special.
3 rooms.
Yeah.
I got 3 rooms here in Brazil. I got 1 just for me to work in as an office. It does. It makes you a lot more special. I don't know what the fuck you talking about. Like, it does. I hate when niggas tell you that money doesn't matter.
Man.
It does matter, bro. It doesn't make you a better person, but it does make you more special in society. It does.
And they go, I wouldn't spend that much money for this. I would just
because you ain't got
it. They say that until they get the money.
Yeah. I would keep the same woman I got. If I hit the lottery, I would keep my wife. Think I saw your wife.
I definitely think the new play should be putting them on the payroll. Honestly. I think it'll incentivize them to behave much better.
You gotta be special to get on payroll though. Because I don't think that you should just put them on payroll
just for sex.
I don't think you should put them on payroll just for box.
They can't burn the fries.
I think you still gotta make her useful. You know what I'm saying? So she still has to be.
Yeah. I think that most men in those type of positions, Anton, don't pick regular girls. So that goes without saying.
I think that she still needs to be able to add value. I don't think you should deal with a woman that's only there for box. I think that if you gonna put her on payroll, you definitely got to be able to make money with her.
Right. Yeah. How many men in those high positions put girls in those positions that are not an asset all the way around? I don't think I'm used to seeing.
That's true. I think, but that's where I think the mistake is.
And don't look down on the manager of Wendy's. It could be if you're a manager at Wendy's and you have workers under you and you got a nice young little girl doing the fries or whatever, she's big to you. Like you're big. You big to her. You the manager. You can give her 3 hours of fake time and all that stuff and pay her for 3 hours if she do this and that. You know
Take her on vacation with you, all of that.
But it becomes dangerous when she says, this week I need $1,000, and you say no, and then that's where it gets dangerous.
That see, like I see guys, and that's because dudes is obsessed with sex too.
Yeah,
no, I think that sex could, like, the box could be an option. I don't think that should be the primary focus, but that's what I'm talking about when it comes to the payroll. Like, I think you should be dealing with women that you can put in a position to where you can leverage them and y'all can get money. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that the payroll, if you dealing with a chick that you can't put on payroll, then I don't think that she should be in your life. If you're dealing with a woman that you can't get money with, and in some capacity you put her on payroll because the value that she add is more than what you would be paying her, I don't think that she should be in your life. As a guy, if you are a man of resources, you're a man of means, but if you can't leverage her, then I don't think that she should be in your life.
But that guy,
so essentially what I'm saying is, I don't believe that a woman should be on your life that can't be on payroll.
Mm-hmm. But that guy in the video he was saying on the paper, but he didn't say what she does. Like, he was just saying it sounded like he was saying for sex. That's how
I think that sex always got to be second.
Because he wasn't saying, I would have to do this and I would have, because if you putting somebody on payroll just for sex, then after a while she's gonna know that's all you wanted. That's why you paying her is for sex. That's what she's gonna have to
I thought he was
leverage over you.
I thought he was talking about like you as a man dealing with a woman, you're constantly doing things for her throughout the year, and there's no return on your investment. Because he was talking about
he definitely said he was hired. The play was to hire them on payroll.
I don't believe in that. That's tricking.
Yeah,
that's how he sounded.
Yeah, he said pretty much like that he puts them on payroll so that they can make money together, but it's also a benefit.
I didn't hear him say to make money together.
No, he didn't say that.
Yeah, he didn't say make money together. He said hire your side chick to work in your company so you can smash her and write her off at the same time.
Working in the company is you still making money together.
She might be making money, but I don't know if it's together.
But okay, but he was saying like putting them on the payroll is like better than just giving them random gifts and random money here and there, whatever.
They still gotta provide value.
Why would you give a woman random gifts and random gifts? Is because you having sex with her.
It's too much.
Right.
Those men, you think those men have like discernment to pick the right woman?
No, but they got penicillin in their medicine cabinet, that's for sure.
Zion is a perfect example of he picked a porn star.
Yeah, but he's not a businessman either. He's not a businessman either. Most of these athletes are
dumb.
Stupid.
They country boys.
They're dumb, so they're not going to be able to discern to pick the right one. That's not going to be like chef girl. Like I don't think they should mix with that territory. Like you want to risk your whole career. All a woman has to say, and then you can get off the team.
They still trying to be like in that rap world too, like, you know what I'm saying? They playing football, but they still gotta be like, I'm outside, and that's always messes up stuff.
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't it be important for videos like this then? Because videos like this, men with power get to listen to videos like this and learn. So we shouldn't be shaming.
I think a lot of these guys are very, 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 very high paid employees, but they're not necessarily businessmen. And I don't think that you're able to even pick a good woman if you don't have a business-like mentality. I think it's very hard to vet through a woman because you're looking at a woman as a little bit differently. Huh?
Anton?
What?
It is not as easy to vet these women nowadays. These women are scammers.
I think it's harder to be able to see through the bullshit if you're not looking at it, if you don't have a business mindset.
Anton,
if you don't have a business mindset, it's
all these businessmen getting finessed too.
Exactly.
Yeah, but if you're a smart man, you can vet a woman.
You can be a
y'all need to
smart
be
man
cured
and
of your
still get played.
boxolitis. Money or no money.
Listen, just because you may have boxolitis doesn't necessarily mean that you act on it. Is what I'm saying.
But
you can see somebody and you can see a dope chick, but that don't necessarily mean that you will. I've said this for years, and I'm the king of the bag chasers. I will never, ever, under no circumstance, put myself in a position to fumble a bag over a woman. It just doesn't happen. It's never going to happen. It's not a thing. All right.
Why do you look at it like that, Anton?
Why do I look at what?
Why do you look at it like I would never put a woman before my bag?
Money's first.
Because there's one component.
I would never. That's true too. I said I will never put myself in a position to fumble my money over a chick.
Right. But you have confidence. You think most men today got confidence?
Well, I can't speak for most men. That's why most.
What do you mean? From what you see today, you can still make an assessment, right? Like,
I don't think it has anything to do with confidence. I think
it has a lot to do with that.
No.
Well, you have to have a bag first.
Think about it.
For a lot of confidence.
That's cool, but confidence is unattractive to a woman.
Anton,
I mean, like, no confidence is unattractive.
Anton, you're not pussy whipped.
Confidence has nothing to do with you making a smart business decision, right?
Right.
If I'm at work, right, I've never in my life, not once, ever considered sleeping with a woman that I work with. If I was at work, it can't. I don't give a fuck what you look like. I don't care what the proposition is. It can't happen because I'm not going to put myself in a position to fumble my bag over a woman.
And you're a minority.
It doesn't matter if I'm a businessman. It doesn't matter if I own my own company. It don't matter if I'm working a W-2. My point is that confidence don't have nothing to do with being smart about the idea that I'm not going to put my well-being on the line for no pussy. That don't have nothing to do with confidence.
I think it has a bit to do with confidence, and I'll explain. The reason why I say that is because you have men that make decisions simply because they're afraid that they're not going to get boxed down the road, right? So they end up making dumbass decisions. As far as like you saying, we could start a business, you could start a business or something like with another woman. I mean, like bring her in to your business, making money with her or whatnot, but I'll never put a bag. How did you say earlier? You wouldn't put a bag.
You wouldn't put a bag over a woman.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
He said he's not going to put himself in a position to lose a bag over a woman. And that's when I said you got to have a bag to lose first. I think the chat's misunderstanding what I said. Before you can have, you've got to. If you're going to lose a bag, you got to have a bag, right?
Well, you can still make smart decisions.
Yeah, well, to get a bag, yeah.
I disagree with you. I mean, like for example, I use at work. People get fired at work all the time for fucking with women they shouldn't be fucking with.
Right. So they definitely gonna lose they're gonna lose their money, their job, all of that stuff if they get in trouble over
Look
it.
at the Coldplay CEO. Who got more of the wrath? He did.
He definitely did.
CEO. Hey, listen, if I'm working at the plant, I'm not fucking with you. Like my whole point is that
these men are going.
But
they definitely going.
Like,
yeah.
You could admire women. You can say
I've been in that situation.
You can understand the nature of them, but that don't mean that you don't have the discipline to say, "Fuck what you talking about? I got a bag to go get it."
Yeah, that's that. Let me just be honest, Anton. That's you. Since you're a content creator, most of these content creator men are probably are screwing women on their panel. You know that.
I mean, from the jump, bro. Like, I completely agree.
He came from one panel. He was.
No, we're not doing IQ.
What's wrong with Hold on. Wait a minute.
People will flaunt their money like they don't have. Or use content creating to get them. Oh, they're big shot and try to screw these women. But these women.
Yeah, but if you a content creator.
Yes.
And you got a woman on your panel.
Women's.
Whatever. Okay. And they're attracted to you. And you're why you can't fuck them?
I think you got to separate. See, that's the thing. Maybe because I'm always in the.
For real.
No, you got. I think that's how you fumble the bag. That's how you.
No, you don't. You just
no. That's how you mess up good things.
Q. All you have to do is fuck him and say I didn't.
Oh, that happened. But guess what? The panel destroyed. Right?
Yeah, literally.
You gotta separate personal and business.
With that woman, I never had sex with her.
Personal and business together. It never works out. You know how.
But technically speaking, the woman is usually the only one talking herself out of the bag. It's not the man.
You know why it's easy to walk away from something like that is because I don't know why people think that it's a shortage of women. Like
right.
Just because you're not messing with her, like there is not a they're not the last women on earth. It's not the last bad chick that you're gonna ever run into.
Why niggas think it is though, bro? Because they not getting boxed like that.
This is what I'm saying. Why?
True, J-Win.
I don't see it the same way that everybody else see it.
True.
Because in my lifetime, there's always been 1,000 women in every city, in every state, in every country, in every space that you go into. You're gonna go into this job, it's gonna be more women. If you go to the goddamn bus stop, it's gonna be more women. There are no shortage of women, so you don't have to be desperate and feeling as though I gotta hit this shit, as though it's not gonna still be there.
That's cool, bro. But you bringing up a bunch of should claims. That's cool. I understand that you're saying like you don't have to look at it that way or you shouldn't look at it that way. I agree with you, but most men will look at it like that. Why? Because most men are not getting play out here, bro. And we both know that.
It don't have nothing to be. It don't, bro. It don't have nothing to be with getting played.
No, Anton,
it doesn't. It don't. It just.
I'm kind of confused.
It can be dry.
It has everything to do with that, bro. Like that's exactly why they falling at their feet.
Because a man that gets women on a regular would not act and lead in.
Exactly. Like
I
you,
believe
like
that the greatest
I
men,
completely agree. I can move like that as well.
I believe that the greatest men, need to be able to be by themselves if they need to be. I don't think that you should have to have a woman around you to have discipline. If you can't stay on your own by yourself, if you can't go dark and lock in for the next month in order to go and get your shit together, it's a feedback somewhere. Lock in, get your shit together, and say, you know what? I ain't got time to be dealing with nobody. I ain't got time to be dealing with no women. I ain't got time to be hanging out with no people. I have to figure out how to run this bag up, or I got this play coming up, or I got to dedicate myself to this situation. If you can't be by yourself, that's a problem.
Yeah,
I don't think it's
absolutely.
That's the same.
My point is that it shouldn't be. It should not be to where I'm only doing this because I got options. Sometimes you eliminate all options to get rid of the distractions and focus on your shit.
You saying it should not be. The only reason why you even fix that in your brain, like mentally, to say it should not be this way, is because that's the way it is. I completely agree with you saying that men shouldn't move like that, but they do. That's why you're saying it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that's exactly why you're saying it. Niggas, and I completely agree that they should. I completely agree.
All he can do is speak towards how it should be. Yeah. That's how you create the change.
That's cool. But what we're saying is that you can most definitely come up with a solution. Yeah. But what he was saying is that it's not like that, and then he's saying it shouldn't be that way. Well, it is that way.
You guys are talking about two different men. He's talking about successful men, and you're talking about all of them.
I don't think that it has.
No, I'm talking about successful men. So who is this man right here on this picture right here?
That's Stepfather Diggs.
Was he not in the same position?
Yeah, but Stepfather Diggs don't have no shortage of women that he getting.
But he still ended up in the same fucking bar.
But that's any woman though. She just got in her feelings and lied. That doesn't speak towards his character. He got a roster, a baddie.
He not married. He not.
Yeah. So what shortage is he going through?
No problems. He's still performing on the field. Like he not.
Because the enemy got
part of the problem is either have,
like, come on.
You can either have a shortage, or you just ain't got no fucking discernment. Right?
The reason why,
and I think that was his part.
Disagree, bro.
That's the reason why Stepfather Diggs, I think that's why he got off, is because he's single, He's young. You know what I'm saying, playing football. If he was married, I think the jury would have went with the woman because the jury looks at you like, why did you do that behind your wife's back? That's how people look at it. So if
I thought he was talking about men that lack confidence. They're the ones that have the shortage.
I thought
that is what he's saying.
That is what he's saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like those like geek, like I can't even say geeky, but like those
just not socially calibrated. Just
the boring type of people. You can't say that, if they just stay by themselves and be great by themselves, then they'll just be just fine. And they're literally like not. They want to.
So the solution that you were talking about. So okay, because I think we're going back and forth, right? If you're trying to give a solution to a problem, then you're not talking about the rich men. You're not talking about the 1%. That's why I was talking about men that don't have confidence.
The majority.
Because they don't need the information. They're already out there, right? So
I think
if you're giving
because the more resources and the more motion that you get, the more discipline that you have to be.
Mm-hmm.
And so the discipline comes from the fact that, okay, wait a minute, I can't move the same way that I would move if I was just a regular person because I do have a lot more motion. And so I think that's where the discipline comes from. Discipline is not for people that don't have motion. Discipline is for people that got all emotion.
And discipline is for people like that's even in weight loss. You gotta have discipline to lose weight. You gotta have discipline if you get high. That's why when I see people all fiend out on drugs, I don't feel sorry for them. They was weak. They couldn't handle it. So I don't blame drugs. I blame that person. You know what I'm saying? I think drugs should be available to anybody that want them. Fentanyl, a coke, heroin, anything. But if you can't handle it, that's your fault. When you see them niggas leaning over and all that shit, they bum. They bum. It's another dude riding right by him, sniffing coke, whatever, and he saying, "Look at this bum ass nigga. He couldn't even handle this shit." And that's like a dude that gets in trouble for sexual harassment and all that. He couldn't handle it. He had to harass her or do something because he wanted her. He didn't have the discipline.
Well, with the discipline, you also still have to have grit. Like you have to have.
If you famous and if you got money and you marry and you cheat on somebody and that person says, "I'm gonna tell your wife," and I'm gonna tell my wife I didn't do it, and I'm gonna blame my wife if she believe you. You gotta manipulate people too. You gotta manipulate people too.
God damn, what?
You gotta manipulate your wife. You gotta manipulate the woman you team with. You think I would mess with her? You think I would mess with her?
Ladies and gentlemen.
You gotta screw your eyebrows down and all that when you think I would really mess with her? Are you kidding me? All the money I got, of course she gonna say I did that to her. Are you fucking crazy? Oh yeah, you right. That's over.
All right, now anybody else before we go to super chats?
See me, I look at it different. And so what?
You don't
trust these women.
What I will say is this, man.
I mean, if you got it like that, that's different.
All men have it like that. What you lying for? Who's gonna do something? What's gonna happen?
My eyebrows will be damn near shut. You think I would do that?
Look, as a man, what I will say is this: the most powerful thing you can say is no. Just there's a season for everything, and when it's time to lock in, it's time to lock in. You know, you're gonna mess up early on. You know, you're gonna mess up. You're gonna make mistakes from 18 to 25, but that when it's time to lock in, it's time to lock in. So it's time to, delete the numbers. Put
no, not if you're not that. No, that you're right.
But if you want to succeed, that's the price you have to pay. It comes with sacrifices. Like,
no, I don't believe
that's
that.
What it is.
Be happy. You won't be happy in your marriage. if you a person that
still gotta sacrifice though, bro.
Why should I have to sacrifice? Because I got married?
Not if you got married. I'm talking about my single brothers.
Oh.
Yeah, like when it's time to.
If I'm a cheater, not a cheater, I hate that word. If I like women, if I get married, why do I have to stop liking women?
You don't.
No, hell nah, you a man. It's not. That's never.
All right. All right. So when I say, yo, but I'm going to the store, I'm going to the hall.
It's one thing to like women,
what the heck? All right, let me read the super chats, y'all. She's a fool. Checking bids online says, nah, that's a very quick way to get sued. Dre _O_8 says, whatever happened to Mika and 2K? 2K, we still rock with 2K.
Yeah, 2K still in.
Mika's out of here.
Lose to 2K, man.
Mr. Cool says Shannon Sharp is a man of a certain age and wisdom. He got took up top, so it happens to the best of the best. Paul Pierce as well. Logical _Rob says, good to see Carmine and Melanin on tonight. Much love. Me University 1411 says, those who desire commitment are being intimidated. And then Truth Full Deed says, motion, man, knock it off. Bro, you paying like everybody else, real top. Just because you got a few dollars, you think you exempt? Right.
Wait, but go back to that one.
I don't know who you talking about.
That
Bro,
was
you man like everybody else, real talk, just because you got a few
There you go.
Who is he talking? Is he talking about me?
He's talking to you, Anton.
I think he's
I
talking
am
to you.
exempt, nigga. I'm Teflon time.
Let's go, boy.
So, Anton, what was your gangster name again? Which one you?
Yeah.
my
Anton, what was it, Levinsky or
Anton need to bring back
Leibowitz?
Was it Lansky? Like after
Lansky.
He gonna have to pull out baby girl. She the one. She gave him some good ones.
Lambo
y'all might
Daniels.
think, listen. I got a whole new fleet. Revamped my roster. Got a new fleet.
Anton, you ain't.
Meyer Daniels. Yeah.
I got a whole
Meyer
new line.
Daniels.
I got a whole new lineup coming. We revamped for summer 2026.
Give me the old one.
Put them hoes on NDA. So that,
Give me I don't care if it's loose. Shit.
What? What are you talking about?
I know I'm in there. She might not know, but I know I'm in there.
Yo, you are wild. You is wild at the throat.
And then married.
I
don't feel nothing. I can.
Nigga, you should see the summer 2026 swimsuit edition, nigga. It's crazy. Great. So, Q, you know I put these hoes on the NDA.
Yeah.
So now you know what I also started doing though this year? I started putting guys that hang around me on NDAs too.
Oh, there's been guys running their mouth.
Niggas be talking.
Any nigga that's around me.
I never even thought of that.
But Anton don't be around a lot of guys though, so that's why I said that.
But any dude that's cool, like any dude that come around the studio, any of that type of shit, everybody signing paperwork nowadays.
Yeah.
I ain't fucking with nobody.
I told you stop trusting you. Anton be trusting people easily.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, but you've been telling me for years I gotta stop trusting these hoes.
Since that other panel.
That's a crazy
It's
world.
cool. Listen.
Niggas snitch. Crazy.
Hard head make it soft ass, but I made adjustments.
If you have to fall forward. You'll be all right.
What?
We made adjustments.
Crazy.
And we love her so
Anton,
fast.
if you think about it, you didn't lose nothing. So
well, no, like I said, I don't know. Wait. Let's be clear. I don't fumble bags. Like I'm not gonna mess up no money. Just because.
Stop right there. Don't go no further.
Because we got some rogue. Just because it's a rogue agent or two, we're not gonna fuck up no bag.
But Anton, I don't think people realize like
we do with a rogue agent. We put it right in their mouth.
When people come against you, Anton,
now you can't talk. You might choke.
Followers and subscribers, they lose their whole panels and stuff.
Well, yeah, I mean,
so I don't think people realize that.
I don't honestly.
Shampoo, puff pass, dude.
I'm chilling, bro. Like my life is so cool.
Angel does.
I know we
Nigga,
talk a
hot
lot of
sauce
shit.
does.
I know we talk a lot of shit on the panels and stuff like that, but honestly, I'm so focused on my daughter, my business, and living a phenomenal life. I don't get into none of that other shit. Like
you forgot to say your wife,
shit, I'm
Anton.
a troll, I'm gonna get into it and all of that shit. But
Anton, you forgot to say your wife.
Huh?
You said your daughter, you ain't say your wife.
Bruh,
she here. She here.
Oh, yeah, but you said I'm concentrating on my daughter. That's it.
Well, because
the daughter and the wife
she got, because the whole reason that I'm in Brazil right now is because of her. It's because of her competition. So I traveled here for her. You know what I'm saying?
You're in Rio, right?
Shout out to Rita.
We was in Manchester a couple weeks ago because of her. So when I say I'm focusing on her, the main reason that we out here in Brazil is to make sure that we pouring into her and that we supporting her. So
there you go.
That's the number one.
And you know what's a shame is people listening to this that getting mad at you because you just said that.
They gonna get mad at Anton regardless.
Yeah, regardless.
That's crazy for showing love to your family.
The crazy part about it.
Let me get to this next super chat. We gotta move along, y'all.
Most people say they love their family, but they don't prove it. They don't spend a dime on them. They just say, "I love you." That's it.
Miss Smell the Roses.
Kids want more than I love you. Kids, wait, let me just say this. Go
ahead, say
it. Kids want more than I love you.
I know, G.
They want to see goddamn cars and shit you got. They don't want to learn how to mow no fucking lawn. No, I taught my friend said that I taught my son to mow the lawn. He's 14. I said they don't want to know that nigga shit.
Okay.
My son don't know how to mow no goddamn lawn.
Okay.
Let me also say this: like, if somebody wants to debate me, you got to get 1 million subscribers first.
Oh, go ahead,
I don't have time. I don't have time for you niggas that be smoking Lucy's at the bodega. Like I know that I make myself really accessible to the general public, but I'm not. I think I've earned the right to say that we not the same. We not on the same level. We don't have the same socioeconomic status. You don't get as much head as me. Like none of that shit. Nothing. In no way, shape, or form are we in the same bracket. Not at all. And if you're not 1 or 2 phone calls away from being able to get in touch with the president, I don't want to fuck. If you didn't get invited to the correspondence dinner, don't fucking call. Don't mention me. If you can't get in trouble and get a goddamn pardon, don't talk to me.
Right. Okay, now last super chat by Miss Smell the Roses. It's a lot of love for Melanin. Shout out to you. She cute. You want to join the panel? Hit me up, girl. Let's go to the
Turn the
roster.
roster.
Not a roster.
Yeah,
Let's get
she
to
would
the
be
next
dope.
clip.
She would be dope on the panel.
Put it in your mouth.
What women will never tell you is that a dude who she maybe only bangs once or twice in her whole life, but she's head over heels in love with him, she will think about that guy year after year after year, compared to you maybe dating her, being in a relationship with her, or even being married to her for 5 or 10 years. You're sitting there thinking that you built up all this relationship equity, right? All of that investment. You're going to sit there and tell yourself, oh, but I put in so much time. I made myself available. I took her on vacations. We had a great marriage. We were talking about the future. I invested time, energy, love, care, money, emotional effort, resources into the relationship. And you're telling me that she thinks about that other dude who provided absolutely nothing, that she only went on a few dates with? The answer is yes. And this is the most uncomfortable thing for most men to understand, is that her emotions are opposite to your logic. What makes logical sense on paper would be the more you do, or the more you do for her in that relationship, the more you're going to get in return. But the sad reality is that it doesn't work that way. How your brain perceives what an investment is when it comes to a relationship isn't what she considers to be necessarily a good emotion, and she'll just follow her own emotions, which means there's a very high probability or a very high chance that she still thinks about that guy from her past, even though she hardly knew him. She hardly knew nothing about him. Didn't even know his goals or his aspirations in life. Didn't even care. But she just liked him. He might not have even been the best looking dude, but she just liked everything about him. The way he walked, talked, acted, carried himself. She just likes him. And you can't compete. That is raw primal desire.
Well, that's you have to try to be like.
Is he right?
That was a black man. That was a black man that slept with that girl before, and that's the one you keep thinking about, and that's why he's so good.
100% agree.
No,
is he wrong though?
Yeah, no, he Casey specializes in this type of content. I mean, he was right on this part. I've seen it. Casey Zander, he's on YouTube as well.
Oh, that's the white dude. Right? Just
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm already hip to him. I mean, he's right. I've seen it firsthand. Like, I've seen guys invest a whole bunch of time, a whole bunch of resources.
Was it you? Why you keep saying somebody else?
Okay. Did you? Did
Oh,
that
not
happen
me.
to you?
Not me.
Never you.
No, I'm not mentioning my personal situation.
I got you.
I'm not doing that.
ABJ is a chat member. He watches the show. He knows how it goes.
I've seen. Yeah, I'm not doing that. But no, but I have seen situations where, you know, guys invest all types of time, all types of money into relationships, and they're pretty much trying to buy their way into a situation. They're trying to invest their way into a situation, as opposed to seeing if the woman even cares about them at all. Like, you know, you can't make a woman like you at the end of the day. Attraction's not a choice.
And if you do want her to like you, you have to be genuine, and you have to be a little what do you call that word? Manipulative.
Yeah, manipulative.
In a subtle way, not hard. Don't let her know that you're being manipulative, and you got her for life. Easy. It's not even.
I mean,
hard.
you have to be willing to hear no as a man. Like men are scared of the word no. That's why they lie so much.
Or put out a gun.
Sorry.
Men are scared to hear
no.
That's the that's why they lie their ass off.
Yeah, you wild.
So none of y'all exes, the men on the panel, ever told you she still loved her ex, or she was thinking about her ex?
No. That's devastating.
That's wild as hell.
That's devastating.
Females really be saying that stuff?
No, you'll know it. You'll know it. You'll know it. They don't. I don't think they say it, but you'll know it. You know it.
That's wild.
He's right in a sense, because they go back where Anton said boring. People don't use that word, and people.
He's boring.
Yeah, that person that's
ding dong. He got a ding dong.
He got a what?
A ding dong. That boy ain't working with that white boy. He ain't working with nothing. That's why.
Yeah. Maybe that dude has some muscles in his cock, muscle cock.
Or twice. That was a black man. That black man ran through there. He went through there, and then that girl can't stop thinking about him. So that's what he dealing with. And white boy, he make all his little stories, like he said.
They do that. So I get to the point why women will never tell if she's thinking about him, because women cheat and they get away with it. So why would they tell you she's thinking about an ex? Just like the whole body count thing. Why do women not tell you the truth? So
because they're embarrassed. If they like the guy that they only was with for a couple of minutes, and you've been with them for years, and they still think they're embarrassed. They would never tell you that.
I'll tell you, in my personal situation with my ex, right? In her situation, she was kind of in between two relationships, so she really didn't know what to do. She didn't know whether or not she wanted to tell me about the ex or did whatever. So that's how that situation ended up playing.
So your ex, I thought it wasn't your situation, so it is your situation.
No, it's not my situation.
Yeah, we knew that. We knew that already.
You didn't know that. Yeah, we knew that. So how did you know that though, ABJ? How did you find out like your ex, which was your girl at the time, was dealing with two men at the same time?
Because he fell in. He fell in.
Wait a minute. Wait, he hit you up on what I knew?
Yeah, on Facebook.
Facebook.
Yeah, this happened years ago. I could tell you. Yeah, it happened on Facebook.
Wait. How did he get your information? Like he saw your picture with her? Like
yeah.
And then what did he say? Like, how did he hit you? What's up, bro? Are you smashing? Like
That's exactly how it happened. That is exactly how it happened, man. And
Anton, you're muted.
Wait, that was your girl?
Yeah.
Back then, yeah, we were exclusive, and then we went on a break, and then we went back exclusive again.
You got a little pee-pee?
Oh my gosh, shut up,
Maybe that's what it is.
No comment.
No.
No comment.
Oh, we got it.
No, that don't matter because women will cheat for money and all this
Yo,
other stuff.
does it spring out or does it stay in like in the morning?
This man don't have an off switch, man.
Hey, BJ, I got a question. So when he hit
Is
you,
it heavy? Is it
what did
heavy?
you tell him? Like, what did you tell him? Like,
Oh, well, I mean, being in the situation I was in, I thought we was back exclusive again. So I was like, I don't know about that, bro. Like, you the ex, man. You're not in the situation no more. And then he explained the whole thing, and I was like, dang, so she was out here. Okay.
wait. He was her ex also?
Well, I thought it was the ex, but it turns out she would be going back and forth between DC and wherever. And
damn,
yeah.
Traveling hoe is crazy.
Yeah.
That they got her traveling.
And what you learn from situations like that is that there's a maturity aspect that has to go with relationships. You know, some people aren't mature enough.
Hey, nobody asked you that. How does it make you feel? Did it make you feel less of a
that
man?
was over a decade
I
ago.
know, yeah.
At
But that's
the time, did you want to curse her out?
I mean, I cursed her out before then. Like, you know, it was a toxic relationship.
Did you spit on her?
You said what?
I would have spit on her.
Oh my God! Shut up, Shampoo. No. Okay, so
did you feel like harming yourself?
Nah, not at all. No, back then it was. I mean, I was like, what, 22, 23 back then. So
the younger, the more receptive you get
So did you ask her, ABJ, when you stopped talking to him, when you was hitting him up on Facebook, did you ask her about him? Did she tell the truth or she lied about it?
That was a very crazy situation, and a whole bunch of stuff happened afterwards. But it ended up being a clean cut, and then after that we didn't speak.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was a crazy situation, and I'm not gonna go too much.
Why he hit you up though?
Go further.
Well, no,
what he territory?
It's because he thought they were still
men
together.
don't do that. Women do that though.
Men do that too.
They do.
Yeah, men do that.
Q, where were you whenever Q Diddy said what his ex did? Whenever
I don't be on YouTube anymore like that.
That whole situation. See, I didn't go through that.
The dude that the woman slept with sent Q Diddy
a picture of
I didn't
what?
go through that, but
girl.
But at the end of the day,
Anton, come tell the.
Oh shit.
So Q Diddy was making
What am I telling?
Man sent
What happened with
Quentin in the
Q
chat.
Diddy?
Wait.
I have no idea.
With the ex-girlfriend.
I have no idea.
Nah, you gonna have to get Quentin to tell that story.
He knows he don't want to say.
I have no idea.
Tell me.
That story. I remember that story. I'm not gonna say
no idea.
We just trying to say like when
y'all got it. He's not here to defend himself.
Please, who?
When
nobody
do
important.
that though.
No, it's not important.
Let's kick his back in.
No, I didn't know. I only really hear that women do that. They'll hit up the other person trying to claim territory or stuff like that. But
no, man is just as messy.
Did you see, like, AB? Did you see any signs of her cheating, or well, not cheating, but like, did you see any signs?
I mean, you always see signs. You just blind to them.
Like, what signs did you see?
No, I mean, just being awkward around family, and awkward around family and friends, and you bring her around cookouts, and she don't want to talk to nobody. You're like, you think she's just shy, but
yeah. Carrying around lemon, keep it tight.
Ultimately, man, like you have to be at a point where you can forgive people, because you look back. Because you look back and you see the parts.
Lousy bitch.
As a man.
Now you bugging, bro.
Nah, but you know what
But
it
you
is.
do gotta forgive the person so you can move on. It's
Yeah,
not
but you
forgiving her.
gotta break her down before you
break her down is
you
crazy.
gotta break her down.
Nah, you look, you
stupid
have
bitch.
to look at it.
You stupid bitch.
You have to look at it from a
I hope you
perspective
die,
of
bitch.
this.
You die. Hope you die.
Shampoo, what in the world?
I hope your kids
Never
die
that,
too.
bro.
Fuck them.
Because it's never that important. It's never that important.
You gotta make them cry. You gotta make them cry, AB. You gotta make them cry.
Nah. No, ultimately, I looked at it
Bet
from
your
a
other guy made her
perspective
cry. I bet you that other guy made her cry.
Look, that's his business. And that's his business.
No, see, he got her though. He got her.
Huh? He ain't getting none of us because we both left her ass after that.
Yeah, you think you left her, but he stayed. You know the guy get robbed and the person robbing know the guy. Yo, I'm gonna rob you and him. Like, you know, we split it up later.
Nah, you know what it is though. At the end of the day, you have to do a post-mortem of things and see where you kind of messed up too. Because I'm 10 years removed from it. I could look at it and say, you know what? At the end of the day, I was too open with what I was going on with. Like, and first of all, I shouldn't have upgraded it from a friendship to a relationship in the first place. Like, she was damaged. Like, and I was in Captain Save a Chick mode. I was trying to rescue her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was on my.
That's not your fault. That's your goodness. You don't change that.
But at the end of the day, as a man, you gotta stand. You gotta be on your own, man. Like, you gotta stand on your own. Because that's how you actually know who you are at the end of the day.
You gotta go into the relationship. You gotta go into the relationship thinking you better than her, and that way you'll feel you'll have a high sense of yourself.
Yeah, that the heightened sense of self is very important as a man.
Is.
You know, so
I think I'm better than anybody. So
yeah,
I walk around all day thinking I'm better than everybody.
Y'all think
But
that
you don't say it. You don't say it. You just think.
It's an internal.
My father told me that.
Outside flows, absolutely. Yeah, but man.
None of y'all thought about your exes dealing with the next?
What happened?
None of y'all thought about your exes when y'all were dealing with somebody?
Hell no.
Yeah, I went through stalking stages and all that shit.
You were stalking or they were stalking you?
I was stalking. I was a stalker. That pussy was dynamite.
You knew that answer before you even asked it. You knew that answer.
And the bushes. I was in the bushes. Yo,
you was in her bushes stalking her?
Yo, when I was young, what? I was jealous, like real jealous type of.
Shampoo aggravating.
Y'all in the comments wilding.
Don't read the comments, AB.
I always read the
lovey-dovey
comments,
type.
man. I'm a chat dude, man.
He's mostly in the chat. But all right, y'all. Anybody else before we move along? Okay.
Amen.
Keep it tight, ladies. Keep it tight for you lose them.
AR Smitty says, shout out to the king. Shout out to you, Smitty. All right, Lord, not a stalker. Shampoo, you went through a lot in life. Stalking.
I sure did. Cancer.
Drugs.
Cocaine.
Cocaine. That's the drug. Yeah.
Oh, I love cocaine. I used to. I don't do it no more.
No, you said in the present tense. It's okay.
Shit, it's been almost 2 weeks. No, I'm just I've been about 5 years. I don't need. You just let shit go. Like it ain't no big deal.
Okay.
But I like it.
Hey, on the low though, that's kind of a thing. Like young people is in the coke a lot more.
It makes you, Anton. It makes you open up and talk and like
you don't need that though. You don't need that.
No, I'm saying it opens up your mind. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like you be like, yo, this
it ain't the
same. Crazy, my nigga.
Are we promoting this shampoo?
That's what they have mushrooms.
Yeah, I'm promoting it. God damn it, make you feel good.
They have mushrooms for that.
Hey, but don't take too much, because then you going over the little 3-on-3 and shit. You gonna hang out.
I got one word.
As we riding around in Anton Daniels or Anton Daniels Lamborghini and on that shit. Whoa. Fucking nose be dripping and shit. I be like, God damn, Anton, but hit that shit again. Whoa. Pull over for a second. We take another bong and shit. Bop, bop.
I worry about you. Let's
Hey
watch
man,
it.
playing
We
in the
got
snow
any
ain't safe no more, bro.
question? We got any stepfathers on the panel?
Fentanyl is it? Yo, you can't take too much.
No? Okay, let's watch this other clip, y'all, about stepfathers.
There's going to be a lot of moms that aren't going to like my post, but I'm going to stand up and say, this was my choice. It's what I did. This is going to be a different post than my normal ones. So I married a beautiful woman in 2006 who had 2 amazing kids. I didn't have any kids. So my first kids were her kids. Their dad hadn't been gone very long, but I fell in love with this family and I came into this family. Now, I had nothing to do with the court battle that both of them had going on until the child support and alimony numbers came through. Now, mind you, I don't know this guy from Adam. I know some stories, and I love my wife. We have that in common, and I love the kids. But when those numbers came through, first thing that went through my mind is there's no way. This is going to bankrupt the guy. I'm stepping up. I'm saying, I want to marry this woman, and I want to take care of her, and I want to take care of the kids. No joke. The child support and alimony together was, now this is in 2006, we're over like $3,000. 2 kids, 12 and 10, and alimony. I stepped up and I said, look, we're going back to court. And we're going to drop those numbers. He cannot survive off of this. I work hard. I'm going to take care of you and the kids. Here's the one thing I always said. And this was the rule. I'm not going to enjoy a boat that another guy pays for. I'm not going to do it. Yeah. We dropped those payments down to like $400 a month total.
Damn.
Good man. Good man.
You know what? That's a good man, Savannah.
Man.
That man right there, he looking out for another man. I can't say brother because he ain't.
That part is kind of weird. That part.
I'm speechless, bro.
That was weird.
Which part was weird?
You pissed off.
Saying going to drop his child, like worrying about him. I understand his love for the kids and stepping up and everything. He's a good man. I know it's not popular to say that these days, but he's a good man. But that part, letting him off the hook, was weird.
It looks like she got her Sierra story, man.
No, he said that.
She got her Russell Wilson.
I thought he was going to say the kids did something to him after he put all that love in him. But hearing his whole story, I understand him all the way till he's letting that guy off the hook for paying child.
How did he let him off the hook and he's still paying child support?
He's still paying $400 a month.
He dropped the numbers to $400 a month.
But I think the bigger issue is the amount of child support women get for the children, because all of the funds don't even go to the children.
That's a fact.
And they still getting taken care of because he's taking care of the kids and the wife in that
because
house.
he loves his family. That's what he say.
Right. So it's like, what's the point of trying to scrap this man for everything he has just because, oh yeah, he has to support the kids and he's still providing for the entire house? It doesn't make any sense. So of course, like,
no, because
he's looking out for him.
If he wasn't, if she didn't take him to court or just said, you know what, we doing our thing, we don't need him, that's different. If she's taking him to court and he gets a judgment, I would agree to make him pay for that judgment.
Are the courts fair? Are the courts fair to men?
No.
For you to say that he should have to pay that, the courts are never fair towards men in these situations.
No, and they're not fair towards the women if the women get put on child support neither.
I don't know if it's fair. I think they go by the books. They go by what you make. They go by your books. and they go by what you make on paper. I don't know if they're fair or not fair.
They don't just go by what you pay on paper. They also go by how long has it been since you've been in the household with the children supporting them. So a lot of times men do end up owing back child support.
Yeah, but that's not the judge's fault. The judges there.
He shouldn't have to pay back child support if he was in the home. What are you back child supporting if I was in the home?
Correct. And if he was still supporting them.
Who we talking about now? That guy in the video ain't saying nothing about that.
No, I'm talking about what Kamaya said.
Oh.
Yeah, most of the time they owe for back child support. And I'm saying he shouldn't even be owing for that if he was in the home. What is he back paying?
Oh, if he's in the home, that's different. I'm talking about them child support cases when the guy is not at home and he ain't working. Them cases. They come a dime a dozen.
Yeah, but even let's say that he was in the home and he wasn't working. That's who you pick to have a child with.
Yeah, but he still got to pay. I know what you're saying, but she still got to pay child support because you know what I'm saying?
I don't see why we can't do joint custody with no child support. When the child is with him, he cares for the child. When the child's with you, you care for the child. Why do we need child support?
They gotta get their hair done and they gotta spend 25 hours with the kid. You're a weekend dad, so you know what I'm saying?
No, I said joint custody.
Weekend dad.
Yeah, joint custody means a weekend dad.
How is that? That's not joint custody.
Well, you can't see him on the weekdays. He's with the mother. You can't. Well, you're gonna be with him too. I mean, they get out of school. They go to school, wake up with the mother, go to school, come back to the mother. They don't go to you till 7 o'clock and you bring them back.
No, I'm talking about in a situation where it's joint custody.
Yeah, joint custody means you could come take him to the pancake house on Saturday morning. That's joint custody.
No. Joint custody is set up however you want to set it up. So people can set it up Monday to Wednesday at a specific time. When the father comes pick that child up Wednesday evening and then brings them to school the other days and then have them on the weekends and then it brings back to the mother. However they set it up is what the joint custody is about. The point is, it's like, how come...
But men don't want joint custody.
Men do want joint custody.
According to who?
Yeah, men.
I hear men say that the kids always go to the mother. They don't really fight it. They automatically think that, you know what I'm saying? They just.
That's not true.
Most of the time, they're not fighting it because they don't want to have to deal with her and being shamed and spoken towards in bad light in court.
But as far as this guy in this video, I know some people are gonna say he's a simp, and no, he's a loving father. He didn't have his own kids, and he loves those kids like it's his own. I don't know why he's letting this clown off from paying child support. That's beyond me.
But how do we know he's a clown? How do we know he's a clown?
He's a clown because he's the guy got a judgment. The guy, if I owe the bank, I bought my.
So the guy that got the judgment is the clown, even though the stepfather is the one that told her we're going back to court. Why is he catching strays? Why is the father getting titled a clown? Like he took her back to court.
Yeah,
no, not the stepfather. The real father that got the judgment against him is a clown.
That's what she said. Why is he a clown? Because he didn't ask for the child support to get reduced. It was the stepfather that said, "Hey."
The guy with the judgment to say thank you for doing that for me.
Who said he didn't say that?
He didn't say he said it. He didn't say he said it.
But that doesn't mean he didn't say it.
Right. There's not enough evidence to prove he a clown. There's not enough evidence.
No, it's enough evidence.
No.
Wait. If somebody owes me $10,000, right? And a judgment says that he owes me $10,000. I took him to court, he owes me $10,000, and he lost his job. I'm supposed to say, oh, yo, just give me $5 because I know you lost your job. I don't give a fuck about that. Give me $10,000.
But that's the thing.
I'm glad you lost your job. I'm glad you lost your job. I hope you lose everything.
That's what you're supposed to do. That's on you if you want to do that. He made a choice to go to the court and say, hey, I want this reduced to this specific amount a month.
What do you think his father, if his father or mother's living, what do you think they would say if he said, you know, I told them to reduce his? Okay, what? You fucking crazy. You
Well,
all
he
be
did say
taking
that he
care of
doesn't
kids.
want
It doesn't matter what anybody
to.
was
I think
saying.
a key thing that he said was that he's not going to be on a boat that another man paid for, which would state that all that money is not going to the children.
But then that's where you become a clown because you allow another man to take care of your household.
I've talked to judges. They don't. That doesn't. It doesn't factor in. They go. You know what I'm saying? They go by the books. Why wouldn't you be on another man's boat? Like, who cares?
This is the thing. Whenever it comes to caring for children, it's not just caring for the child itself. The children still need their father. If the father cannot live and survive and can end up going to jail and being locked up, is it really wise to let them be locked up?
It wouldn't matter if he got locked up. I'm here. I'm already father.
That's a fair point. That's a fair point.
I'm the father in their life. They, you know what I'm saying? I love the kids. He loved the wife, and just we gonna do this. I'm gonna step up. You know, I'm gonna get his thing reduced. That's when the wife should have said, "Why you letting him off the hook?"
So then, him being a stepfather,
If he didn't say that, I say, "Why you not telling me to?" If I told my wife, I said, "I'm gonna let the guy, the father of your kids, off the hook," and my wife don't say, why you doing that? I'll look at her sideways.
This is the point though, Shampoo. That man did not want that. He wanted to make sure this man can still have a livelihood.
Why? Okay, why?
Because he still wants those children to have their father in their life.
They don't need two fathers. I'm here.
He wants two fathers, apparently. Mm-hmm. So for his situation,
he's a clown. He's a clown.
The stepfather?
Yes, only because he's letting it go. He's a perfect man, but for loving her and her kids and taking care of, and even and putting his all into them. Where he's clowned out is letting this guy off the hook. If he wasn't in the life at all, that's even better, because then he could really concentrate. But this guy is a nuisance over here. He got a judgment. Let him pay his judgment.
Did the video say the biological father was a bad father or something? Did I not hear something? Why is he getting on his leg?
That's what I'm getting confused.
I'll take bets that he was. I'll take bets.
I don't get it. I think that I think it's real hypocritical for a lot of these guys watching this show looking for sympathy for another man. I think it's real hypocritical. These are the same niggas, and I see some of y'all. These are the same dudes that sit here talking about they'll fuck another nigga chick, but then they need sympathy from another man.
Oh, because he was white, Anton.
I just don't understand. People are so people so fake, bro. People are so fake. They'll sit here and look for another man to give them an alley-oop. But then at the same time, they sit here and say how they the side dudes and they'll fuck another nigga chick and all of this stuff. And it's like, I don't get it. I don't expect nothing from another man. Under no circumstances, I don't. Is he a nice guy? Yeah, he the sucker. Because first of all, he coming in, and he playing step baby daddy.
No, come on, man. That ain't right. That's a nice guy, man. Come on. That's a guy. You got a daughter, I got a daughter. You want not that guy. He looks crazy and all that, but you want a guy with that same mentality for your daughter. Come on, Anton. That's nice like that guy. That's a stand-up dude like that.
And the crazy part about it is the baby daddy didn't even ask for him to do that. That's the whole point. That's being missed.
He'll have a whole trunk full of groceries and bring it in himself. That guy.
That man did up in the house. Cognizance. Like he did that.
I think he's a sucker for being the man. Just because y'all step baby daddies out here, don't mean that I'm gonna have sympathy for you just because you a man. I've been saying this since I got on the internet. I think y'all crazy motherfuckers for going in and playing stepdaddy to another man's kids. I don't care if you don't like it. You're a dummy. You're a dummy. And I know a lot of y'all. I know a lot of y'all have put yourselves in these positions and you want some sympathy or you want to be special, and we supposed to change our stance because you the dummy. You're a dummy. You're the dummy. And maybe you're not dumb in some other aspects of your life, but you're the dummy. You the fool. Don't sit here and talk about all of the women and the step baby mamas and all of this and Meg the Stallion. And nigga, you went over there and you played step crash dummy.
Yes.
And you want us to make you feel better about your situation because you got empathy for a nigga and you want to reduce his child support. You still a sucker.
Now that's that part is crazy. But Anton, you see
Yeah,
a beautiful woman and y'all connect. You meet at the bus stop.
Y'all be having empathy for men in so many other situations, but in that situation, it's like, oh no, you can't have empathy for them. That's crazy.
I can have empathy for a lot of people. That don't mean that you didn't make a dumb decision. A dumb decision is a dumb decision, regardless of whether I have empathy for you. I have empathy for people that do stuff that they're not supposed to do and they make a mistake and they got to suffer for it. It doesn't mean that you shouldn't have to pay the price, but it doesn't mean that you didn't make a dumb decision at the same time. A dumb decision is a dumb decision regardless. And the problem is that we keep on trying to make it seem like it's not a dumb decision just because the kids are the one that benefit from it. No, you a sucker, in my opinion. You're always going to be a sucker, in my opinion, because you decided that you wanted to take care of another man's kids. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how old I get. Maybe I'll change one day. Maybe I'll evolve.
You're gonna change.
As of right now, in this moment, at this exact time, you're a dummy. I just don't. Nobody has ever been able to effectively help me to understand why it makes sense to take a package deal and to actually, man, you couldn't pay me.
I think it only makes sense if you don't have options.
Another little boy and say, "Hey, man, I would like to be your father one day." Man, is you nuts?
Man,
I see them on videos and it makes me cry. Like that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
Are you nuts? Are you crazy?
You being subjective, Anton.
We'll sit here and talk about how high a woman's body count is, but you will take care of a whole nother man's kid?
Yeah.
If she's a good woman. No. Hang on. If she's a good woman. He said, I fell in love with her. That means I fell in love with everything about her. Everything.
Listen, Shampoo, I don't believe that there's a such thing as a good woman.
Oh, yo, Ant.
And then
I don't, bro.
You're surrounded by him. You're surrounded by him.
I believe that a woman is as good as the man that she's with, bro. I think that men cover a lot of the holes that women have that ultimately have us believing that they are better than they are. I don't believe that any woman is inherently good. I think they are all rebellious. And ultimately, sometimes they can change their ways based off of something that they didn't been through. But I think that by default, by nature, man, listen, bro, women are 10 times more evil than men can ever be.
Oh, yeah.
They're more spiteful. They're more backbiting. They cheat more. They have way more bodies. They conceal. They lie by omitting the truth and just not saying certain shit. And so to understand the nature of a woman is to have a better relationship. It doesn't mean that we're not going to be with them. It don't mean that, they not a fun time. It don't even mean that we're not going to marry them. But we also have to understand what we're getting ourselves into by default. And for whatever reason, y'all think that us not admitting that women by default are rebellious somehow, some way get y'all more pussy, or it's gonna get you in a better space. I could say whatever the fuck I want to say, and they still gonna go. They still gonna send their DMs. They still gonna cut me off in traffic. They still gonna give up the box. So let's be real. We don't have to be abrasive. Like we're not gonna put our hands on them.
No, manipulate.
But to understand the nature of who they are ain't crazy to me. Mimi crazy, Melanin crazy. I've never met her before, but Melanin is crazy.
My wife crazy.
Carmichael's crazy. Jay crazy.
Excuse me.
And God damn it, man! Listen, Q, no, she crazy. Q is crazy as hell, and that's my crazy Q.
Maya is loony.
Q is my crazy. That's my Q.
That's a fact.
That's my Q, and she crazy, and you can't say nothing negative about her, in my opinion. But that's my crazy Q.
Facts.
Like it's a funny thing. It's a funny thing. Like I do the cooking in my house. I do cooking and all that stuff. I like to cook.
You know how to cook?
What?
Okay.
I'm mad. I've been cooking since I was like. I always love to cook. Anyway, it's funny you say with women are like everything is cool, right? And I made dinner. And my son and my daughter be like, this shit slamming. They do it so much, right? Then I go to my wife and say, how was it? And she'll inherently go, it was all right. Like, it's almost like I gotta break you down a peg. Like, cause it's going too good. Women are funny. I always find that stuff funny. It has nothing to do with love or nothing like that. It's just, that's what it is. They always got to be the opposite. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if somebody calls me, like if you misdial somebody's number, like by mistake, and they call you right back, that's a desperate motherfucker. Like they know that the call was by mistake because it only rang once. Like even a half a ring. The motherfucker call you right back. Yeah, what's up? What's up? Nigga, goddamn, nigga, you know that shit was
I don't understand, like, I think that people have a soft spot for a man to take care of other men's kids. Like, I think they have a soft spot.
No, we got a soft spot for good men, Anton. That's all. A good man.
Wait. What makes them good? Because
him in particular, he sounded good. Like
y'all deceived. You think that just because he took a package deal that make him a good man? No, that make him doing what he got to do in order to get the woman that he wants. He wanted her, so he took a package deal. That don't mean he's a good man. That means he doing what he got to do in order to get the woman that he wants. She just so happened.
Well, he already had her though.
Wait a minute.
He already had it. Think about this for a second. Mm-hmm. Just because he did what he had to do to get the woman that he won't, don't make him a good man for doing the thing he got to do to keep her.
Yeah, but you leaving out the fact that he's in love. He loves the kids too. You leaving out that fact. I don't want to compare them, but if I bought
by default, he don't love them. He don't, man. I don't think that most of these niggas love these kids. I think that they like their mama.
Mm-hmm. Nah, I don't.
They like their mama. Man, come on, man.
I know people that's in those relationships. They love.
You know what you gotta go through to like a random kid that you ain't never met before. Don't look like you. That sounds crazy.
Yeah, but when you just said it, you never met them. How you gonna love me? But if you living with them, you married and you raised them.
I live with their mama.
Have you ever been a teacher? Do you understand?
Who ever been a teacher?
You
teaching
right now? I would never be no teacher.
That's the point.
Why would I ever do that?
Teachers go through that all the time. These are not their kids, but they love them.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not their kids. They do this all the time.
When they go to the next grade, they be crying.
I seen these demon children out here today.
Not all these children is demons.
They love them. They still love them.
Subjective. Not all these children is demons.
Listen. I'm with your mother. I'm not with you.
You my dad? You my new daddy? No, motherfucker, I'm just here for the night.
Man, they say you ain't my daddy.
I'm with your mother. I like your mother. If your mother passed away today, I would not keep you. You gotta
So
go with your
Anton,
auntie.
Anton, if that's the case,
You gotta go with auntie. You gotta go with your auntie. You gotta go with your grandmama.
Not
What
your
benefit does it
great-grandpa.
for what benefit is it for me
This
to
man
keep No, let's keep
They
it,
gotta
let's
go
keep
get
it 100. No, let's keep it 100. If something happened to their mama, would you keep them?
maybe they might be football players.
If something happened to their mama, would you keep them? Come on, let's be for real.
Yes, yes.
Because remember,
I wouldn't.
now you're gonna be a
That's a good point.
single dad. Now you're gonna be a single dad of another man's kids.
That you're not even getting child support for.
So if we having a real conversation, because see, that's the real litmus
that
test.
child will go back to the biological father though.
If that's the real litmus test, would you keep them, pay for their college,
I tell
all
you,
of the shits? The first time that they say, well, you know, you're not really my daddy, would you still love him?
Hell no.
When he said, would you still love him if he say, you not my daddy, nigga?
Hell no.
What would you
love? If he because he gonna test you, right?
Be happening like
Let's have a real conversation since y'all want to snap up to the plate, you punk ass motherfuckers. One day he gonna test you and he gonna say, you know, don't tell me what to do because I'm a man now. Cause see, you can deal with that shit. You can deal with that shit if it's your biological. Well, little nigga, all right, cool. Well, then all right, cool. We gonna get it off and shut the fuck up, and then you gonna love him afterwards. When he buck up against you when you get older, are you still gonna look at him as that's my guy?
No, hell no.
Well,
then nigga, you don't give a fuck about them like you saying you do. You like his mama, and guess what? Because his mama love the way that you pretend like you love him, she gonna really give you good loving. She gonna really throw it back because she know that you're making an investment into them. That's because you put them on your benefits. So nigga, you know how much more money you pay in benefits? You know, because if you add 3 dependents, 4 dependents on your benefits, it's different than say just you by yourself or you got 1 dependent. He using your good dental. This nigga get
but you're erasing the fact of the love. You erasing the love aspect of it.
He getting checkups.
Yeah, he looking at all the bad shit.
Because you know insurance don't cover braces, right? So you got to pay that out of pocket. You willing to get them for braces?
You can pull all the bad shit out of it in time, but I mean, there's situations where the stepfather and the children have gotten along.
Jay, tell me the good. Jay, are you a stepfather?
No, I got my own. But I'm saying though.
Tell me the good. Tell me the good in it.
Daddy.
If you don't have kids, if you don't have kids and these are 2 little kids or whatever, then you could pour love into them.
The video did say.
Tell me the good. Tell me the good.
Okay. All right.
Look. That didn't sound good.
Look. All right, I'm gonna bring it to you. I wasn't gonna bring it up, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. So I had a situation like that about 9 years ago, right? It lasted for about 7 years. Now, obviously, this is the beginning.
Damn.
I ain't never. Yeah. I was a little guy.
How he clocked
now,
you was the daddy then.
But wait. Hold on.
Hold on.
Wait, Jay.
I'm gonna walk you through it. Though. I'm gonna walk you through it.
I'm gonna let you get to the story. Q. How do I already know that this was the case? Because these niggas had already been capping, and so I knew that at some point they had been through a similar situation.
They been a stepdaddy.
They had been through a similar situation.
We caught AB.
And guess what Jay did? That nigga left and went and got his own family. Go ahead, Jay. Tell me.
7 years.
That's a fact.
Hold on.
I ain't gonna turn it down. I ain't gonna turn it down. That's a fact. And I would never do it again. However.
Interesting.
But hey, I'm just pushing back off of what you said. I ain't saying I don't agree.
Give me your paint the picture. So what I'm saying is okay, all right. So after the whole relationship, right? No, let's start from the beginning.
Yeah. How many kids was it? What their ages?
No, it was just one. Just one.
How old was he?
I was there from it was like 6 to like 15.
You definitely the daddy.
No. But
Hold on,
but
let him tell it.
the father was never around. Now that was the only reason why I was okay with it. That was the only reason why I was all right with it at the time. At the time, I was younger, way younger. But when I look at it now,
was she the same age as you?
You said what?
Older. What? She was older, wasn't she?
Like 2 years.
Yeah, that's not about
not
right.
much.
Go
not
ahead.
much.
Keep going.
So after that happened, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I left,
what made y'all break up? What made y'all break up?
Oh, good
I
question.
ain't gonna get into all of that.
Come on, please.
Okay, all right. So listen.
Wait.
Let's back up.
Y'all gotta let me finish. Let me finish.
The reason that you don't have to answer any of these questions, but the reason that I'm asking these questions is because I want to get the full context, right? And so if it's some portions of it that's too sensitive or you don't want to answer, I'm cool with that. But
it's not sensitive for me. It's sensitive just out of respect for
Did you cheat? Yes or no?
Her past. Nah, fuck no. I don't believe in that shit.
Go ahead, big dog.
I don't believe in that shit. So all right, look. So after the case, he like when we split, I removed myself from the situation simply because obviously he's not technically mine, but the actual situation, like I got to go around it because I don't want to speak on her personal life, but it had everything to do with her part. So I was like, I probably shouldn't keep myself attached to this situation. So I detached myself. And years down the road, I found out that he went from this good kid to, toting guns in the car, robbing niggas. Like he started to do all kind of shit. But this is after I left.
Good kid, Mad City. Go ahead.
Yeah. And now I'm not gonna lie, I felt bad. I did. I felt bad. Now I ain't said nothing. Because I had gotten into another relationship, so whatever. But I found that out. I knew it, and I'm like, damn. Like, you do kind of care because you do think about the fact like he had nobody to lead him. He had no guidance, no whatever. Now, obviously, it's not necessarily my responsibility, but at the same time, I'm like,
you felt like you let him down.
I felt like I did just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, damn. But I had to keep it strong because now I got mine come first, period, no matter what. But after that, I did find that, and I found out he was like riding with niggas in the car with a bunch of guns, smoking weed. He was not like that when I was around. I kept his ass straight, kept his feet on the ground. He was in school, getting good grades. He was doing all kind of shit, right? Sports, all that. But when I left, he turned the corner, and I felt bad about it.
You saying
and I did. I felt.
You equating that because you were there?
Most definitely, because he was a little rowdy when I got there.
You said 7 years. You said 7 years.
Yeah. He was a little rowdy when I got there. When I got there, I started setting the stone down. But I had to get it straight with the mother, and I told her, "You cannot jump in the way if you expect me to do this part. You gotta let me do this part."
Was he calling you daddy?
Yeah.
You're a bad father, bro.
That's your fault. Technically, it is your fault because you left. You for whatever reason. When y'all broke up, you should have still stayed in his life if you loved him.
I did for a little bit.
Removed yourself from the situation.
No, why?
I did for a little bit, but then the mother and I, we were talking. And
look at what the women saying to you. Look at what the women saying to you.
They were still y'all was still screwing when you broke up.
I don't give a fuck about
what the women saying.
So what I'm saying is, but this is what I'm saying. It's like they still gonna go though. But like I said, it's like so. It's like.
See how the guys
when I pull myself out of that, the mother was expecting me to be there.
Look at how the guys is talking to you. Look at after all of these years, you did what you were supposed to do, and look at what they calling you.
He's a
this nigga runaway.
That's because they ain't got no daddy. I don't give a fuck. But I just
his name is.
I couldn't remain there. I couldn't remain there for the for the rest of my life. But I was like, damn.
So then that means
you feel bad.
But she said it though. She told me, she said, if you ain't gonna be here forever, then I don't want you here at all. I said, well, I backed out.
Think about it. About it though. Think about it. People,
but y'all will have to know the rest of the situation for it.
You don't want to share that part.
Like,
Did she put hands on you?
I don't want to say that.
You didn't want to share that part.
I can't speak on that part.
How many times you heard that?
Then all we can go by, all we can go by is what you told us. So
you hit her once or twice.
No, she hit him.
We can't give him no.
Jay, did she hit you?
Diagnosis.
You said, say it again.
Did she hit you?
No,
hit me.
Don't do it.
Oh, okay. So
He hit her. Hit me. I hit her.
No, but listen.
Hit you.
Y'all sat here and tried to sell me on the idea that y'all love these kids. And I said, no, you love their mama at the time that you with the mama. When y'all broke up, for whatever reason, the love went out the window. The love went out the window, right? So I'm right. It's conditional based off of the fact that the mama is still meeting the expectations when you with her. So we gotta stop pretending like y'all really give a fuck about this kid.
Yeah,
y'all care about their mama.
Okay, well,
y'all care about their mama. Y'all don't care about
Anton. They got families. They got families that a guy's a stepfather, and when they break up, the guy is still in their lives. Now he left. He's a deadbeat father. Jamal. What's your name?
Jay.
He's a deadbeat father. He left. You know what I'm saying?
That's Jay. That's 7 years, Jay.
I mean, you have to hold him to the same standards as a father. I mean, you were that boy's father.
He was in that
daddy.
But
look at this. You took on Jay Wynn. You took on a fucking orphan, bro.
Jay Wynn.
That's even worse.
You took on an orphan.
But like I said,
he got abandoned twice.
Jay, you took on a role that another man was supposed, that the biological father didn't take on.
That's cool. That's cool. You
now they calling you a deadbeat, bro.
Did she cheat on you?
No.
That's 7 years.
Nobody cheated. Nobody cheated. There was no abuse. There was none of that.
What happened?
That's what I'm saying. If I told y'all, y'all would immediately change everything you're thinking right now.
I
cannot say it because it's her personal life.
Was she gay?
And I had to detach myself because it was things I didn't know until later on throughout the years. And then I found shit out, and I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. I'm like, ooh, I didn't know that, and it was stuff that she was holding back.
Oh,
but I knew something was wrong, but I couldn't put my finger on it. And I was like, damn, what is
man, you on the block?
I mean, she
got like over 10 years ago. She got married.
It's some dark stuff, ain't it?
It is. This is not. This ain't. I put money to it. I put money to it. Ain't neither one of y'all have ever dealt with a situation like that.
You're definitely right.
I put money to it too. That I ain't never.
I put money on. We ain't talking about you, Jesus. I'm talking about
Jay.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Like jail.
Jay, test us, tell us, and we'll see if we ever
probably did it. Now it's got a pass.
It's rare, bro. It's rare. And when I found out, I had to detach myself.
Like rare,
because I asked all kinds of questions. Now, you'll never be able to figure it out.
She went to jail.
Well, hold on for a second. Let me ask you one more question. Did you marry her, or was y'all just together for a long time?
Yeah.
You married her?
Yep.
Wait a damn minute.
I'm being honest. I'm being real with y'all. I'm being 100% open.
You said
you're not being 100%. You're being 80% open.
You said
80%. Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, respect.
But I mean, let me ask you another question. When you married her, was the 6-year-old standing there like, "That's my new daddy"?
Nah, it wasn't. Again, this was a couple years down the road.
Couldn't talk then.
You know, this wasn't right off the bat. Now, I do want you to understand one thing. he does know who his father is, and he has visited him. He's seen him, but it's like
visited. He in jail?
No. I wish I could tell you the
I
situation.
thought you said he never met his
I wish there was
father,
like a
though.
little
That's
bit
what
I
you
could
were
say.
Let me ask you something, Jay. If you call him, does your number come up as deadbeat?
Go ahead, Jay. What was you about to say,
This is my thing. This is my thing.
Crazy.
Men do this.
I put it to you like this. I'm gonna just say this and I'm gonna leave it alone.
So what?
I'm gonna say it like this and I'm gonna leave that alone. She understood completely why. I mean, not that's not the reason why. I'm saying like she understood why I couldn't keep myself attached to the situation after we split.
Oh, you might as well just at this point.
Yeah, you might as well
So she agreed, and she's like,
Jay,
I
we don't
understand.
know your
And I'm
ex-wife.
like,
you got the pizza, deliver it.
Know her.
Yeah, at this point, big dog, it ain't like we know who she is. You might as well
We
just
all,
go ahead.
Jay, we all hungry.
won't do it.
Jay, we all hungry. You got the pizza, now deliver it.
For 7 years.
Look, I got a question, Anton. So that concept that you're saying, whenever it's a man that's taking in other women's children, saying that they don't really love them because they wouldn't keep them if they left. Does that same concept apply to actual fathers whenever they leave their children and then they don't take them with them or just fall off the face of the earth?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
I said, is that same concept that you were saying with the men that take on other men's children, and you asked, would y'all take them with y'all? If you love them so much, would you take them with you? I said, does that same concept apply to men that leave the woman that they no longer want to be with, and they don't take their child, their actual biological child, or they just fall off the face of the earth?
That should be worse.
They not love them.
It's worse for a guy to come into a child's life halfway up through their toddlership, raise them for 7 years, and then disappear.
No, I don't think it's worse at all. I think that it's worse whenever it's a biological father and the father don't take their child with them.
It's bad in both.
Does that father not love their child, even though they didn't take them with them?
Yes. But we have to make the woman's life miserable. So we're not coming to see the kid. We want to bombard you with negativity to break you down mentally, bitch. I'm not coming to get the kid. I got shit.
Men are the ones that are getting battered from the woman. The men are not battering the women about the child. The women are the ones going at the man about, oh, you ain't shit, you deadbeat, you this, you that.
You know what's really
McDonald's job, you finna get $5 every check. That's what they do to y'all. Like,
you know what's really hurtful to women? When women pour all of their love and everything into their kids, and that deadbeat father comes around when they're about 20, like 18 years old, and having fun with them, fun dad, and then the son or daughter comes back to you and say, I love my father. He's the greatest person after you poured all their love into them.
I'm sorry.
Well, if you get it right, they should still love their father.
Yeah, but he wasn't there.
It doesn't matter. Why does he have to hate? We don't know why, but why does the child automatically have to hate the father?
I'm saying that must make a woman feel.
But the fact that you did it by yourself and the child is still able to love the father means you did it correctly. He should not hate his father.
Yeah.
That's why
whatever y'all went through is what y'all went through. You do not mouth him to his child.
Mm-hmm. That's counterproductive right there. That just called.
You don't bet. I'm sorry. Say that again.
You don't talk bad about the father to the child.
No, you shouldn't.
As another man or as the woman?
No, as the mother.
Oh, I thought you was talking about as the man.
Yeah, but that's what mothers of these single parent.
See, as the man, I think that you should be like, your daddy ain't want you, right?
No, come on, man. You gonna fuck him up mentally.
No. Listen.
What does that do, Anton?
I know. Listen, I'm all you got, little nigga.
Oh wow.
Not little nigga.
I'm all you got, and you know your daddy didn't want you, right?
See.
Because if he did, he would be here. So you better put some respect on my name, bro.
Well, he was like, you know what? You right.
That's being a bully, Anton. You being a bully.
That's not being a bully. We need to prepare these people for real life. Listen, life is what you make it. You need to appreciate the people that's in your life and stop wishing for a nigga that to want to be there that ain't here.
You know what
you got?
Gen Z kids.
You know what you should tell them to
No. Listen, let's keep it real. I'm all you got. Y'all think it's mean. I think it's true. I'm all you got. I'm all you got. So
the sooner these kids learn the truth, the better.
The sooner that you understand what's happening, the better we can figure this out. We can figure out how we need to move and you know what, how we gonna play this. And you respect me. I'll look out for you. I give you what I can. I give you the advice that I can. I ain't looking to replace your daddy, but you know, I'm an authority figure, and so you need to learn how to put some respect on it. Don't call me daddy, little nigga. Call me Anton, or you can call me Mr. Daniels. But I want you to understand something. I don't want you thinking that somebody is gonna save you. Lesson number 1: nobody is gonna save you, and anything that somebody do for you, it's a blessing. It's not an expectation. So I'm gonna teach you what you need to deal with. You can come to me with any questions. I'll make sure you got food and clothes on your back, but I'm here for your mama. I'm not here for you.
And then tell them your mother wouldn't be shit if it wasn't for me either.
And as long as you respect me, I'm gonna respect you. You disrespect me,
well, you sound like a father.
We're gonna have a different conversation.
Anton, what age?
I don't see nothing wrong with that.
I do.
That's realistic.
That's a little harsh.
Anton, what age?
If he don't say it, the kids at school are gonna say it. Like reality is going to hit.
No, come on,
kid
man.
at some point.
Kids at school ain't gonna know your business.
Stop bringing men around your kids. Stop doing that.
So, man,
y'all come in a household and y'all keep trying to replace their father instead of being honest about what the expectations is. And if you keep it 100 with them, then they'll respect you.
Yeah, but keeping 100 with them saying that nigga ain't your father ain't give a shit about you.
It's the truth.
If you're talking to a woman and she got big breasts, you don't look at them while you're talking to her. You want to, but you can't look at her. You got to look at her in the eyes. It's the same thing.
I think that's what y'all should say. Hey, listen, you know what? This ain't the most ideal situation for me either. I'm not looking to replace your father. We both done made mistakes in his lifetime, but we here now. How we gonna coexist?
If I was the son, I'd be like, you wildin', man. You wildin' out. Like,
you would say hear it at 7 years old, or he can wait till he's grown and end up on one of these panels and hear it from everybody else.
Or wind up in jail.
So I mean, at the end of the day, tell the boy the truth, or stop bringing your kids around men that ain't their dad, and just you made the choice to make them. Make a baby with that man. You decided to leave him. You couldn't work it out. Isn't that what we always say? Make up with your baby dad. Make up with your baby daddy, or don't bring more men around that house.
Or you got a kid you got a son that wound up in jail like Jason.
What about the men that die?
Oh Lord, we can't move. It's almost 1 a.m. It's 1 a.m. We can't move the goalpost again. What if they die? What if their head turns into a person?
What if they turn gay?
What if they're this? What if they're that? I mean,
all jokes aside, Tupac died. Life went on.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. So the woman just supposed to stay by herself with her kids?
I mean, a lot of people do that because they don't want to bring men around their kids. I mean,
listen. Well, what about that? What about
they're old enough to understand?
But some women don't want to just be by themselves. Is what I'm saying.
Well, a woman that's a different type of conversation. That's not. That's a different discussion.
That's not the majority.
Let me ask you,
even women that work for me, bro. I won't meet their kids.
Yeah, because you gonna end up being Uncle Anton,
Who got kids
AD.
you work with?
No, I'm saying like women that work for me in other capacities.
Oh.
I ain't talking about no content creation type stuff. I don't get into people's personal lives.
Oh, you talking about capacity?
Like if you work for me in real life, right? I don't want to meet your kid.
Why?
For what?
A lot comes with. There's a reason why a lot of people don't bring their children around.
What if I gotta fire you?
People? It's a responsibility that comes with.
What if I gotta fire you?
Yeah,
Then
then
I'ma
they're
feel
gonna hate
bad
you.
because
Come
I'ma
back
be
and
like,
take you out. You be a CNN story.
I remember years ago, a friend of mine lived in this girl lived in the Bronx, and he was in love with her, and she had a little son. This was years ago. He was about 5 or something like that. We went over there, we sniffing this shit, right? We having a good time, and he was playing around, whatever. He went in the room, and she went in the room to put him to sleep, and came back out. So we all sniffing this shit, right? Yeah, a lot of that shit, right? And he came back out the house. He came back out the room with no pants on.
That's crazy.
He didn't have on no drawers, and he jumped on my friend's lap. Yo, and we was high as hell. And he told her, "Yo, put some pants on this sleep." My heart was already beating fast from that coat. That shit had me laughing so hard.
No, I don't believe in meeting women's kids. I don't believe in none of that.
I do. Don't you love people, kids? You love, like, you know what I'm saying?
I don't, bro. I just don't believe in, like, I've never had a desire to meet women's kids or any of that type of shit. Like, I'm not interested in that. I want to know how we gonna work together and figure it out.
I think people should be very careful because I met a girl's kids once and I was like, no, I can't do that. The little boys was too touchy feely on me. Like I was like,
can you blame them? Can you blame them?
No, but it's like they don't listen. And then I was there by myself with them. I was like, no, and I'm about to text you who was too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I want to know that shit. Yeah, I don't want to I just don't.
I don't get it, man.
I'm here for you for whatever capacity that is. If we create content, if we work together, if we out having a good time. Just don't tell me nothing about your kids. I don't care.
If I love you,
like when you go home to them, like just don't tell me. Just be like, yo, I'm about to go home or whatever. Don't say I got to go pick up my kid or I don't want to hear that shit.
That shit'll make it soft. You tell me about my kids, I'm gonna put this shit into a pretzel.
Man. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I still want to know what Jay's ex-wife did. It's on my mind.
Oh man!
Can you give us a hint? That's like it's a puzzle that's gonna be in my head. Like, can you just give us a hint? That's over a decade ago.
Some I do want y'all to know though. It's like, okay, don't think that he didn't know who his father was. He knew exactly.
Nah, we don't care about that. We want to know what he did.
No
Shut up, nigga. He knew exactly who he was, right? But man,
come on,
I can tell y'all, bro.
You really do want to tell us, so just tell us.
I do want to, bro. I do.
Listen,
I
Jay.
want to tell y'all so bad.
Jay, if you tell us, you'll go to heaven.
Jay,
this guy.
I can say this.
Go ahead.
Go to heaven and send Jesus Christ.
It's either a family was the daddy. Either a family member was the daddy. She had something dark.
But if it was something like that,
go say it.
Sex with a brother.
Let's say she did get raped. I still wouldn't think he would divorce her if a girl was raped.
That's
No,
why
like I said, you got to understand that is not why we got divorced. I'm saying that
so
is why
wasn't
I
that bad.
detached myself afterwards.
Oh,
That's why I
Oh,
detached
so
myself.
you detach yourself
because
because
he
of
found out
whatever.
Because
after.
I did not detach myself because of the kid. No, I was already
No, I
there. I
didn't say
knew.
anything because of what you found out. You detach yourself.
No. So like that, it just started to, it started to trickle down, and I'm like, fuck.
Oh shit.
And over time, I'm like, I was like,
Bro,
damn,
you
but
might as well
I try to
just
work
say it,
through it.
bro.
Come on, man. This is
I
talk.
try to work through it, but overall, like I said,
Why don't you just
he
say it,
knows
bro,
it.
at this
Now,
point?
I don't think I would have. I don't think I would have detached myself completely. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't
No,
think
we don't want
at the
to nothing
time
else for what
I
she
wouldn't
did.
have detached. Hold on, bro. Hold on. I wouldn't have detached myself completely if his father wasn't around. If he didn't have one, then I wouldn't have done that. My pops would have he would have fucked me up for that. Like I wouldn't have done that.
But originally you
But
said
since he knew who he was, he knows who his family is. He knows all.
Did you
Like
get cheated on, bro?
fuck.
no, I already asked him that.
He's not gonna
So
do
what the fuck are we
Yeah, it
talking
wasn't that.
about?
I know.
She didn't cheat. He didn't cheat.
It's
She didn't lay
something
hands on
dark.
him.
You
It's
don't
gotta
want to
be
say it.
something.
It's just
Yeah.
Gotta
something.
be crazy.
Come
That's all
on, bro.
it is.
No, ain't nobody cheating on me, nigga. But I was
That
just.
ain't nothing. That
know
boy,
of.
you saying it. It's something darker than that.
Nah, it would definitely wouldn't. I wouldn't be tripping. I wouldn't give a fuck. But
So
it's like,
is it because the baby daddy
You
was
wouldn't
somebody
care
you
if she
didn't know?
cheated on you?
no, I'm saying like it's
Oh,
not as deep. I wouldn't be
I got you.
hagging on her about it like this. But yeah,
Her
Does it have to
baby
do with her
daddy is her
dark.
family?
cousin.
It's dark as fuck.
Jay, does it have to do with her family? Like family situation with her family?
Her baby daddy is her cousin.
Oh,
That's something. No, that really happens though. In some cultures,
Whoa.
they
That's
believe in
the
that.
crazy.
son got an eye in his middle of his
They
head.
believe in that in some
Yeah,
cultures though.
I don't know. I'm
He got
just.
3
Oh,
arms.
so Jay, that's what it is. She intermingled in the family. People believe in that.
What?
That's it.
Like the
Anton, you
baby
got it.
daddy, were they related?
Incest is best.
No.
Jesus.
No, they wasn't related. What? No. I'm just look. It was some dark shit. All right. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
Oh my
tell us,
gosh.
Respect.
Yeah, it was definitely some
I
dark
have a
shit.
feeling
No,
it
this
was
ain't
like
no respect.
real
Because if he
crazy.
brought it up again, you might as well.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That
We got to
shit
cut him and then
crazy,
put
bro.
pickle juice in his
The
sore.
darkest stuff I think is that she was a pedophile.
You might as well just say it, bro.
My mind be going through.
Yo, Q, cut his arm, and I put pickle juice in his arm in that cut. Ouch!
It got to be something she did and he found out about. Like she got to do something fucked up. It got to be her doing something to somebody, kids or something, because that's where my mind goes.
Why are we talking about sex? It could be just something else. He stole something.
No, but these men don't care about women stealing stuff. Like ain't nobody about to divorce a woman over that.
That's a fact.
Oh, he didn't say he divorced over it, so it ain't that
He
bad.
lost attachment. He detachment. Y'all, these women go to jail and these men be still on them.
Oh, she said the kid was yours.
No.
You are not.
My child is right here.
Yeah, because he said he met the child when the child was 6.
Apparently, some people don't listen, bro. So
yeah, it's okay. I'm trying to listen to why y'all. What did she do so bad? But that was like
happened,
how many years ago was that, Jane? Y'all ended.
Oh, that shit was almost 10 years ago.
Oh yeah, you might
Wait
as
a
well.
minute. Wait a damn minute. 10 years ago, and
That
you
shit the limitations up, bro.
Are you still protecting him?
Nah, ain't that. It's just out of respect, bro. I ain't no
Man,
good
you
ass
got
nigga
no
like that. I
respect,
just don't do
man.
that shit.
You didn't already brought it up, though.
talking bad about her.
You already brought it up.
Please talk bad about her, please.
But yeah, so like I said, anyway, man, yeah, that was kind of the situation. But I understand.
If I did something, I'm gonna say, yeah, he did this, and then move along. Boom.
I love when people talk bad about me.
But it's okay. We're gonna get to these super chats since Jay don't want to tell us, and then we're gonna let y'all get up out of here. TCC3248 says shampoo ruthless. Good day, Head and Shoulders clinical strength. Get on your head like a shower.
What?
Contract icon said, how is shampoo a drunk uncle and didn't have a sip? James Horn 3847 says, if I'm paying those bills, we sharing her then. James Horn again says, that's our woman now. Contract _icon. Anton conditioner is needed after the shampoo. TCC 3248 says, talk yo ish Carmaya, lean on me. Uncle Tom Talk says, y'all remember Hitman Sammy Sam, stepdaddy? OTG _ Noble says, Jay found out about her college days. Hey, Jay, just message me on IG what she did. I won't tell nobody on this panel.
Oh, come on.
Because
that wouldn't be fair. That wouldn't be fair.
Family member got her pregnant. That's what I thought. OTG
and tell me Q, and then I won't say nothing.
No, definitely don't tell Shampoo. I've been around my stepson for 8 years, and Tom was right. Over time, he started calling me Pops instead of Dad because I had a similar conversation with him, like Anton mentioned. Shout out to you stepdaddies out there doing the big one.
All of what Anton said was right on point, but I don't know. It sounded kind of mean.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys doing the Russell Wilson out here. But make sure you hit the like button. Shout out to everybody that joined the panel tonight. Make sure you follow the content creators that's on the panel and tune into Anton's Millionaire Morning Show mañana morning.
Yeah.
I'll be waiting for the message, Jay.
Next. Don't next.
Bye, y'all. Have a good night. Be
Free
safe.
R. Kelly. Free R. Kelly.
We don't need no more baby daddies or baby